Hello, 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 hello. Hi, sir. Hi, foxes. Hello, Pehemoko. Hello, Solar Hawk. Hi, 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 guys. How are you doing? Hello. How's the day going? How are you? How are you today, foxes? How are the thoughts? Are they still a little bit? Don't mind some local joke. Wait, I need to put the sound like this so you can hear the music, but I don't hear too much. I'm lazy, the fox is lazy. That's valid. I mean, today is Saturday, you are allowed to be lazy as you want to be. You hate me for that clip? Oh, come on, I know you don't mean that. You don't mean you can't actually hate me. You came to my stream today, so you can't actually hate me, right? Right? Am I right? I thought it was like 3 hours earlier and it was like, damn, early stream today. Nope, it's just like 1 hour earlier, but then I was also a bit late because I put laundry and then I was like, wait, I have a stream soon. Why did I put laundry? But it was pretty much on time. We managed. We managed. Still need to lurk for a bit to finish dailies. I'm done with 2 out of 4 and the third is started. Hell yeah. Have a good lurk. Oh, I'm getting spam call again. Man, you guys have no idea how many spam calls I'm getting on my Russian phone number. This is insanity. Like, there's not even a point in blocking all the spam numbers because they just use other ones. Like, it's holy moly, guacamole. This is life. Of course I am right, foxes. Anyways, that nice little clip is gonna be now stuck on Yaruki's channel forever unless Yaruki deletes it. Thank you for squads! Oh yeah, by the way, so sit-ups redeem is disabled today. It's not gone, it's just disabled today. Here's the deal, I also showered recently, right? I washed my hair and I thought I don't wanna lay on the floor right after I showered, so if you don't mind, I will only squat today and not gonna be sit-upping because I just showered. Yeah. Don't wanna get dirty! But yeah, 15 sit-ups. Hell yeah, that's a workout. Let's go. Oh my god, can I even do 15 in a row? It's kind of scary, but let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, apparently I can't do that. But it is hard. It is hard. But I can. So, good stuff. Floor cleaning stream. Man, leave me alone. No. He won't, I know him. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I know Yaruki too. So, you know. 15 sit-ups, you say yes. 15 sit-ups. Cause, anyways. Not even that. Actually, I forgot to open the water bottle that I have. So I got myself some mineral water, right? I forgot to open it before stream, so you guys don't hear me struggle with opening the bottle.
Nani?
Thank you for Hatpa, foxes. Oh, okay. Oh man, am I getting stronger? I opened the bottle so easily. Holy moly. Wow. I'm getting stronger. My muscles are getting bigger. Look at me opening the bottles. Wow. Soon enough, I'll be good at opening sauce bottles as well. Thank you for hydrate. Yeah, okay, let's drink more. You are correct. Gotta stay hydrated. Today in the morning I made an unconventional choice to eat soup for breakfast, and honestly it felt very good, by the way. Soon you can open a jar of pickles. The ultimate challenger. True. True. Yeah, this is our goal. Our muscle goals. Like if somebody asks like, okay, what are your, you know, muscle / workout goals? Open a jar of pickles and crush a watermelon with my thighs. Those are the goals. These are the goals that we set for ourselves. And we gotta achieve them eventually. Also, hi Wes! Hi, sorry, I didn't say hi. And also, hi Nogad Wai! Hello. How are you guys doing? So today we have a chibi art of in a very, you know, basic chibi pose. But it's like basic for like about 6 or 7 years ago. You know, I'm returning back to basics when I used to draw chibi way more often, and all the poses looked like that, pretty much. Crush a watermelon with what? My thighs. Well, you know, it's like to showcase my thigh strength, because I'm growing my muscles, I'm getting bigger, and eventually I'll be able to crush a watermelon with my thighs, and I'll make a video of that and I'll post it on Discord. And yeah, everybody's gonna see how strong I am, because it's to showcase my strength and, you know, establish dominance, whatever, in this community. Be like, look at me go. You can't do that, but I can. For free? Oh, fine. I'll post it on the channel for subs only. It sucks. What about socks? What about socks? So here's the deal. When you crush a watermelon with your thighs are not where socks are. Well, it depends on the type of socks, of course, but like, so nothing's gonna. What about socks? Socks get wet. If you do it carefully, they won't. I saw how people do that. I saw a video of how people do that. Like, you basically need to wear like shorts or something, right? Like, they probably gonna get dirty, which is okay. It's fine. I'm ready for that sacrifice, but you can put on like short socks, you know, the ones that only go up to your ankles, so they won't get dirty. Plus, well, it depends on the watermelon, I guess, but I've seen that that's actually doesn't really explode or anything. Like, it's way less messy than you would expect. Like, of course it creates a mess because it's a watermelon, but if you put something underneath, right, and also like you crush carefully, not the kind of watermelon that's about to explode, it's just like cracks and, you know. It depends, but again, if you put on just short socks, which are most of the socks that I own anyways, cause, yeah, reasons. Ayaka main. What? Oh no, the wet socks. You are Ayaka main, aren't you? You're the wet socks gang. Holy moly, why did she do that, Ayaka? Oh my god, Ayaka, why did Hoyoverse decide that was a great idea as well? Watermelon? I'm not sure what you're talking about, and I'm not sure I want to know. But, yeah, okay. Okay. Gonna edit that bit. Oh yeah, by the way, working on commission today, basically. This is gonna be the finished one. Yeah. So yeah, working on commission today. I almost cleared up all the commissions that I was supposed to clear. Oh my god, I was so unproductive in January. Like, I guess that's fine because it's like a holiday season, but still. But I'm so close to being done with stuff. I already opened, by the way, the commissions on the VGen. Like, I put them in the open, okay? It doesn't mean that I will be accepting them right away, but I put them in the open, and I started going through the wait list, so, you know. We're finally getting our new wave of commissions. I hope the person who was on the wait list for longest still wants that commission, because they have very cute character and I would love to draw them. Considering it's also animated emote, but like also... I don't know, it's been a long time since they applied for a wait list. I hope they were fine with waiting that long time. Yesterday I sent the first message in Yaruki's server in 4 or 5 months. I'm proud. Yeah, I barely exist on servers. Don't shame me like that. Don't shame me. I don't even know if like I ever sent a message on this Yaruki server before yesterday. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Every time I open somebody's server, the only thing that comes to mind that I could say is I could say, oh, good morning. Like, I don't even know what to talk about at all. Especially if the conversation has been already going about something between people, and like, yeah, I have nothing to add to this conversation because they're discussing some niche topic or something I have no idea about, or yeah, it's I don't have anything to contribute to this conversation. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what to talk about. Like, even on my own server, like, at least my own server I can use as a, you know, personal blog. I can be like, hey, look, I went to the grocery store, are you proud of me? But like on other people's servers, not a singular clue. How is that shaming? Well, I don't know, it sounds like shaming. It sounds like, you know, you're making fun of me for not being active on my friend's server. At all. Like, at all. And the message I sent was just a clip because Yaruki said, oh yeah, send it to the clips channel. Like, I wouldn't even do it myself, it was just because Yaruki said it. I was like, alright, probably should do that. Because I keep forgetting that's an option. Like, even on my own server, I forget that clips channel is a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. Don't mind me. I'm just like, I am socially awkward both IRL and online. How did that happen? I have no idea. I guess I just kinda yeah, grew up like that. Called me bi-curious, I did, but because, well, you said you're not gay, so I was like, okay, well, you say you're not gay, but you're curious, that kinda sounds to me like bi-curious, right? Come on, let me flex my terminology that I know. Actually, I don't know anything, but... Whoops. Fox is outed on Shimo's stream, or no. Or nor. Let's put you back into the closet, shall we? Why does everyone say? Because it's a meme. Do you know that meme? Like, are you asking why because you don't know the meme? Or are you asking because you're already tired of that? Staying in there, yeah, clearly. Don't worry, foxes, we love you no matter what. We're a big family here and we love every single member of the family. Why do I feel like this needs to be... like this? Maybe? Does it need to be a bit longer? Nor, Cleor. Nor is just genuinely pissing me off at this point. I'm sorry, but I won't stop though. It's just a habit. Like, I don't even notice how I say it at this point. It's just there. It's stuck. So you'll have to make do. You'll have to make do. Cause I'm not changing a single thing. Okay, here's the deal with the character I'm currently working on. The character reference doesn't have eyebrows or anything that would indicate eyebrows. So my question is, can I add them? Because I feel like they add to the expression, but I also don't really want to, you know, question someone's character design. I mean, there is a possibility the person just forgot them, right? Like, completely forgot that eyebrows are an option, which is understandable. But at the same time, again, I really hate, you know, fixing, in quotations, people's designs. Like, what if that was intentional? And like, nobody asked for my opinion, so I don't know. I'm thinking about like making just the tiny dashes with color maybe, or something. Just, you know, a bit like this. Just so there's kind of like a hint of an eyebrow, but it can be just something else. God, Australia has invaded the world. No, Australia invaded the world when they released H2O, just add water. Because that's why people suddenly remembered that and started using it. Now it's just, you know, we're just remembering the past and being like, yeah, good old times when you could watch that stuff on TV and enjoy it to the fullest. Because honestly, I tried to watch it again as an adult, but it wasn't hitting the spot anymore. Hi Lettuce! Hi Triangle! Hi! Welcome guys! Welcome! Glad to see you here. So today we have very chill stream. No Genshin for now, just arts and yapping. Just arts and yapping. Also, I hope you're getting ready for my maid cafe stream. I hope you know that you shouldn't be making any plans on that day. Well, unless you have a date. If you actually have IRL date, you are allowed to skip my maid cafe stream. That's a valid reason to do that, but anything else is not a valid reason. Okay, got it? Got it. So yeah, I expect a good attendance in a maid cafe. Because honestly, I am preparing. I'm making it more complicated. Every time I work on preparing stuff, I make it more and more complicated for whatever reasons. And also that gives me more and more anxiety because I'm like, okay, well, now it definitely needs to go well, but what if it won't? But I'm very, very excited. When is the mainstream? Mainstream is on 14th of February. It's our special event. Also, if you wanna, you know about the upcoming events or whatever, you can follow me on Twitter or join my Discord, because I post stuff like that there. But, you know, that's optional. Overcomplicating stuff is life. That's true, but it's also because I'm just genuinely very excited about this stuff. Like, I want to have that stream, and I'm really putting effort into making it fun and thinking, okay, what would be fun? How do I make it fun for everybody? So, yeah. But I hope it will be fun. Imagine having a date for Valentine's Day. I mean, some people would say that Valentine's Day is just a capitalist holiday at this point. But we are succumbing to capitalism and doing a maid cafe stream. You don't That's why Foxes, you are coming to the maid cafe. No, but also you can invite your date to the maid cafe stream. But I would imagine that you probably wouldn't want to. But it's a valid thing. Honestly, it's like a pretty okay thing to go to the maid cafe. I mean, like actual IRL maid cafes in Akihabara with your date. I think that's pretty cute. That's pretty fun. No boys to invite. You have Yaruki, no? Invite Yaruki. You can invite Yaruki. Scheduled to get run over on the 14th. So, the hell? Do you mean run over? Is that a term that I don't know, or is it what I think it is? A Scaffa's date to exist. I mean, it depends. It depends. It depends. I feel like it really depends on people's preferences. Cause like, if somebody would take me to the actual maid cafe, right? Maid Dreamin', or what was the other famous one? I forgot the name. As a date, like, yeah, do that. Like maid cafe, cosplay cafe. I would just enjoy my time there. Like, if you take me to some fancy restaurant, I might not enjoy it as much because I am very picky eater when it comes to fancy food. But like maid cafe, first of all, maids are pretty. They have very great like entertaining programs, whatever. Like they're very good at entertaining, they interact with you. The cafe itself usually also very pretty, and the food that they serve there, yeah, it's basic, but like I know I can eat it and it's gonna be good. So honestly, it's a matter of preference. Like obviously you need to know the person you're inviting for a date if they would enjoy that kind of experience or not. But I am as a certified weeaboo, I would. I genuinely would. So, you know, bring me to the maid cafe. Don't wanna go to Poland. You don't have to. The maid cafe is online, so you can invite Yaruki online. See? Do you want to isekai to another world? Bro, no, don't get isekai'd. The heck? Okay, now we need to try to put all the details where they need to be. Okay, this character also has like little hair clips here, but they actually look like it's a pretty detailed character design again. If you get isekai to another world, who's gonna be coming to my streams and redeeming the exercise redeems and making me sing karaoke songs very poorly during the maid cafe? We see? See, Foxes? Easy. Easy, I solved your problem. Now you have a date and you can both come to maid cafe. I feel like Yaruki probably would be the kind of person who would enjoy a date at like cosplay cafe or maid cafe. I think part of this enjoyment is also the fact that this kind of establishments are not very common in Europe, right? Like outside of Japan, it's kind of hard to find stuff like that. So obviously going to one of the cafes just would be a very new and unusual experience. But like, of course, if you live in Japan and you potentially go to those cafes pretty often, yeah, that might be already boring. But what's a maid cafe? Well, oh boy, you have to watch a YouTube video, I think. Like, in short, it's a cafe in Japan, Akihabara. Well, there are a lot of different brands, but basically it's a cafe where you get served by ladies in maid outfits. You know, the weeaboo style maid outfits, obviously, not the proper Victorian ones. But like on top of that, they interact with you a lot, and like getting your food and drink served is a whole performance. Plus you can like apart from food, of course, you can get maids to, like, I think do karaoke. I'm not sure if karaoke is common, but I think you can in some cafes. And also you can get them to dance to some songs. And you get like merch and whatever. Thank you for a follow! Hi Sketchy! Hi, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? So yeah, Maid Cafe is basically a very specific cosplay cafe. You can watch the video of somebody going to Maid Cafe. There are a lot of them on YouTube, and then you get like a better idea of how it feels like. I've been to Maid Cafe only once, and I think it was great. I enjoyed my experience there. And I was there with my mother, like my actual mother. Don't question our interests. Me and my mom, we have some, you know. Yeah, we are kinda weebs a bit, both. So yeah, that's why also why I wanna do the stream is not because, you know, I think it's funny, haha, I wanna ruffle, no, because I genuinely respect people who work at maid cafes and like do all those performances and entertainments, and I think it's super cool, and I personally enjoy it greatly. So I would love to also do something like this, and I'm gonna try to make it as respectful and as fun as possible. Oh, thank you, Sketchy. Thank you. Well, it's not often these days that I do chibis, but I have a chibi sketch commission, so we're trying to go through it today. It's like the character doesn't look very detailed, but there's still quite a lot of smaller details here and there. It's pretty cool. Which day was it again? It was 14th. What is 14th? 14th is Wednesday. I'm kind of mad that 14th is literally just Wednesday. Like, I wish it was weekend. I feel like on the weekend it would have been a bit better, but it is what it is. Oh, you might get yourself a date. Oh. Yeah, that's exactly what you should do. That's exactly what you should do. I'll also try to post some more information on how I intend the stream to function and what you can expect from it, because like I'm planning some things. It's very experimental. It's very experimental stream. I don't know if it will go well. I hope it will, but yeah. But I'll try to post some more information so you know what to prepare for. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Oh! No, I can't make that noise. Such a great meme. Till this day. Till this day. Every time I have to say which day of the week it is, it doesn't even matter if it's Wednesday or not. It's just that. It's just that. Who could I even ask? Yaruki, I told you! Yaruki! You can ask Yaruki, but if you have any other people in mind, or VTubers, you know. Maid Cafe stream user manual. Exactly. No, but because, well, I mean, it's not that complicated that you need a user manual, but I will have to explain certain things, you know? Why Yaruki? Because you know him. Like, I don't know what other people you know. That's why I keep saying Yaruki, but like, I don't know what people you know. I know that you know me, and I know that you know Yaruki. That's pretty much it. Don't think him and me fit. I don't know either, bro. I have no clue. I'm really just like throwing a name at you because I know that you know him. That's pretty much it. You ask Yaruki? Okay, that's a deal then. Anyone, ask Yaruki for a date on Valentine's. Yaruki is my child. Well, VTuber child, you know, but still. So, I care about my child and think somebody needs to ask Yaruki out on a date on Valentine's Day. If you have to explain stuff, it's a user manual. True. True. True, true. Well, I guess we're making user manual for the stream then. But I hope it will be fun, though. Also found a way to look up how many points everybody has, because I mentioned at some point that so the giveaway that's gonna be on stream, it's gonna use Stream Elements points. I hope I spelled that correctly. So basically, if you wanna know how many points you have or how many points everybody have, you can just use this command. And then you can see how many points everybody has. Also, I can see that, which is useful because I now know how expensive to make the tickets for the giveaway. Nah, I DM him. Teehee, teehee. Okay.
Don't pee on the floor, use the Commodore. La 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 la.
Thank you, Saint of Death. Thank you so much for the reminder. It's very important. Yeah, guys, don't forget. Don't forget. It's very important. No, gotta be. You gotta remember. Respond. I got no idea how to respond. What did he say? First of all, what did you ask? Second, what was the response? Let's do it. We're gonna help you out. Don't you worry. I'm an expert at this kind of stuff. Thank you for hydrate.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Let's party! Let's go!
Man, why did you ask it like that? No, you shouldn't say that. I asked you. That's not the point. But okay. What do we say? Well, I mean, okay. I think he wouldn't mind though, right? No, you do not suck. You're just a bit embarrassed. That's fine. That's normal. That happens. That happens to the best of us, you know? Okay, but that's just a date though. That's just like one date. You're gonna be fine. You gotta, you know, like if he just like, huh? Yeah, you gotta ask again, like more firmly. Be like, okay, so would you like to join me for a date on Valentine's Day? You know, you gotta be like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Fellow maidenless minds. Oh no! Maidenless, yeah. Ay. That's why you're going to Maid Cafe, so you have at least one. Kazo! Hi, hello, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Wait, do I see your name first time? Yes, I do. I do see you first time. A new person in chat. Here, I rephrased. Yaruki, would you like to go on a single time date with me to Sheets? Oh god, no, but you're doing that on purpose. But okay, what did he say? Okay, what did he say to that? Do you multi-stream? I saw your VOD on YouTube and it was so random. Oh wow, somebody got my VOD on YouTube? Which one was it even? Actually, I multi-stream like once a year. If I have very important event where also potentially like the sound will be muted because I use some copyrighted music, then I multi-stream. But like normally I just upload my VODs because you know they disappear on Twitch, so might as well upload them on YouTube for archive reasons. How did you even manage to stumble upon my VOD? Holy moly. He hasn't yet. He's thinking. He's thinking. He's thinking. I hope he's gonna say yes. Afraid visiting the maid cafe doesn't make you any less maidenless. Maybe you're not wrong. However, we're gonna pretend that that's not the case, right? And we're just gonna, you know. After all, I'm not like offering you an IRL maid cafe. Although, imagine if I get rich, I could open like a cosplay cafe or like a maid cafe. I think that would have been kind of interesting experience. Like, I don't know, since a long time ago, I had this idea on my mind, just like not something I actually would do anytime soon, but just like a thought, like what if I opened some kind of like a themed cafe, like very, very weeb themed cafe and just like ran it, like how would that be? Like again, it's not something I would actually do because I have no finances, no knowledge, no nothing. However, as a thought. God, I regret asking him, why do I create problems for myself? No. Foxes, you're doing great. You're doing great. Besta, you're doing great. I'm proud of you. You're very brave. Not everybody has enough strength to actually ask someone out on a date, you know? So I'll be a maiden. I'm a guy. Are you gonna wear a maid outfit though? Cause that's the main requirement, isn't it? I feel like everybody, doesn't matter like what gender, sexuality, whatever, everybody should wear a maid outfit at least once in their life. That's like, you know, that's the kind of experience you just have to have. Like obviously you don't have to wear it for long or a lot, but like at least once you gotta put it on, twirling it in front of a mirror and, you know, just look at it. Do you have another VOD channel? I don't see the one I saw in my Rex. It was one within the last 2 weeks at least. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. I have a channel for VODs and I have just the normal YouTube channel with speed paints. So the channel with speed paints I think only has 2 Twitch VODs from Christmas stream and a Halloween stream. And the VOD channel has pretty much everything unless the VOD was broken or something. So I don't know which channel you're looking at. I think on my main channel at least there's supposed to be like recommendation, oh go to Shimosa VTuber channel and then you see VODs or something. Why do I not recommend my main channel from my secondary channel? I have no clue, man. I'm so bad at being a content creator. Look at me. As soon as you ship it to me. I mean, I can get you one from AliExpress. Would you like that? It's not very good quality. You'll have to cut off so many threads and also adjust it. Like, you'll have to do some hand sewing to adjust the fitting because holy moly. But it costs, it's cheap, like, you know, the AliExpress quality doesn't cost a lot. It looks cute, but it's so bad. It's so upsettingly bad, but I can get you one if you want. If you promise to send me private pictures of you wearing that maid outfit, I can get that for you. Let me get some commissions first though, you know. Oh hey, let's go! Lettuce and triangle! Going together on a maid cafe date. Hell yeah. The DIY maid outfit is basically like a DIY. Like, yeah. It's DIY! Oh my god. It looks very cute, but it doesn't fit properly at all, even though, like, you know, Chinese sizes, so it's supposed to fit, but like I don't even understand who it's supposed to fit. It's a thing. It's been 10 plus minutes, no response, so anxious. God, should I poke him? Should I poke him? I can poke him. I can poke him so he's like, hey, respond to foxes. Respond to foxes. Also, Yaruki might be busy, by the way. Yaruki goes to study, so anyways, Yaruki might be busy. Poke him. Yeah, well, you know, like poke in the messages. Be like, hey, hey, do something. I may or may not miss the stream though. I have a crap ton of lectures slapped onto Wednesday. Oh, lectures. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, I can understand that. If you're studying in Russian university, bro, you are very much allowed to miss every stream you you need to. Because I studied spacecraft engineering for like 2 years and ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. What a nice experience that was. I think the only great part about my study was my English teacher there, because she was a very good English teacher, and most of my English that I speak right now is thanks to her training. Like she was a great teacher. I hope she's doing well these days. Okay, Faunas, what's your art? What did you eat on holiday stream? Yeah, okay, so it's on the secondary VODs channel. Yeah. Man, it's funny how this video got recommended to someone. I have no idea how YouTube functions anymore. Wait. Let me go to my VODs channel and look at it. Where is that one? And I have so many art streams. That's because I do art. I'm an art streamer, mostly. What did you eat on holidays? Yeah, that one. 8 views. 8 people? Well, I assume 8 people looked at it and thought, oh yeah, that's interesting. Let's watch that. Wow. Did you switch from engineering? Yes. I moved to another country and studied game design. Now I'm certified jobless game designer because I'm an artist and nobody needs an artist of my skill level. Because I'm basically a junior artist. Still, it was a way more chill study experience as a game designer than the goddamn spacecraft engineering. I mean, you can imagine, because the amount of physics and math and like advanced stuff in there. Oh boy. Aerospace engineering. Yeah, I mean, I call it spacecraft engineering. It's a bit more specific and complex than what I say, because I don't know what would be the English name for it. Like, I never even knew the proper Russian name for that whatever I studied, because it was super long. I could probably recall something in Russian, but we only have one Russian-speaking person on stream anyway, so... Study something vaguely aerospace engineering related. You were to listen to our lectures, you'd think that planes are made of turbine blades. Valid. Valid. What we had, I think what mostly made me change my study, well, obviously I wasn't really happy there with that study overall, but there was the advanced math, and at some point, like, that math got to a level of complexity. First of all, not a singular number, like not a single number in the entire lecture But also, like, I write the notes, right? Like, I copy whatever's written on the board during lecture, because lecture doesn't explain anything, they just read the lecture. And when I'm supposed to study that, I don't even understand my own notes. I have no idea what is that. Like, I have them written down, but I have zero understanding what they mean. And yeah, I guess like I just really wasn't interested in that kind of study, that's all. Like, there were 2 people from the entire group who actually understood some stuff and they wanted to study that. The rest, well, the rest were surviving. I was among surviving people, but like it was so bad for my mental that thank you my parents for letting me switch the study, because obviously without my parents' sponsorships I would not be where I am right now. Like, if not for my parents, yeah, I don't know what would be of me. Lucky me, I guess. I've been watching a lot of art videos since I'm a beginner myself. Well, welcome then! Welcome to the Artsy Hub. We make art there. Most of the time I make art here, but we also stream Genshin, so... But yeah, welcome. We have a wonderful art critique redeem, in case anybody's interested, by the way, reminding. Don't worry, I'm usually very kind and appreciative, and you know. Tensors and complex numbers go brrr. Oh my god! Комплексные числа! Множество! Good thing I barely remember anything from that study, because I don't need that mess in my brain. Also, thank you for the control save redeem. Oh, thank you for the layer check, but we're so far doing everything on pretty much 1 layer. And a posture check as well. True, okay. I wasn't even shrimping as much, but I can stretch. Oh, good stuff. How selective are Russian art schools? All I know, the little elementary kids that get enrolled are super cracked. I mean, I think art schools, like if we're talking about school, not like university level art, but actually school. Okay, I'll do squats after I finish my thought. If we're talking about school, then it's not very selective, because pretty much anybody could go to like art school. But when it comes to university, then yeah, it's way more complicated, because a lot of Russian art universities just still very old school. They're very old school. They do not appreciate any modern art styles and techniques, and digital art is still for a lot of teachers kind of like something that's where you press a button and makes it pretty, so it's not counted as art, you know? So yeah, you have to, obviously you have to have like your exam scores, but that's like a given in any university. But then you also have to show your portfolio, which is supposed to contain like a very specific classic art, you know, like sculptures, like pencil painting, not a painting, pencil painting, you know, the pencil drawings with very specific techniques. And then you also go through like a competition, right? You come to university and there's like 1 or 2, actually 1 is too little, but like maybe 2 or something hours, where they give you an assignment to draw like some composition, and then again the pencil drawing of that composition is what you have to do. That's basically how they work. But I don't know that personally. My close friend studied in art university, so she went through that, so I know that stuff from her. But I've never personally studied art, because man, having a portfolio, my anime art, Okay, hi Mayo! Hi, welcome. Okay, let's do 15 squats again. Let's go, workout time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. We're developing our thigh muscles. Oh, also, I'm definitely not out of breath. Okay, let me see how this character is built. How are you doing, Mayor? How are you? Also, by the way, again, regarding Russian universities, because I think that's very not common practice, like I'm used to that stuff, but people from other countries, well, not Eastern European countries, don't know, but like in Russian university you can basically study for free, but like every time you enroll, like when you apply to university, when you give your documents or whatever, it's a competition. And basically your exam score plus if they have like any inner exams slash contests, whatever, they also add to that score. And basically let's say like for an entire first year maybe, they choose 10 people who take like top 10 spots to study for free. And they're also like, let's say, I don't know, like maybe 20 paid spots, and then the rest 20, if they want to study at that university, they will have to pay tuition fee. But yeah, that's how it works. It's very interesting to me to see that, like, universities, for example, where I studied game design, right? It just basically takes everyone. Like, it doesn't have anything for free, right? Like, you have to pay, especially if you're not from EU, which I'm not, and that's like a lot of money. But it's like, you know, oh, so anybody could enroll. Yeah, studying art in the remnants of USSR education system sounds like a surefire way to kill any and all passion for it. Yeah, it's... Yeah... Like, you go there, right? When you're in Russia, you go to art university because you don't really have a choice. You need art education, right? Like, if you need art education, you just don't really have a choice. But yeah, it's not very nice. It's not very nice. They don't really give you much freedom for creativity and whatever, and it's... Yeah, if you have, like, if you are in some, like, at least, I know, if you're in Russia and you have an option to study some artistic stuff somewhere not in Russia, you probably should do that, because it's... yeah... It's not good. They do give you very good classical art education though. If you are into classical art stuff, then yeah, it's good. Like, they legit give good stuff. But like, overall, like the oldest Russian universities, they're just full of very old teachers, very old school as well, obviously, and it's a gamble if you get a good teacher. However, a lot of them are, oh my god, like you have questions in terms of like, why are you still teaching here? They are very disconnected from anything modern, and yeah, basically, like, obviously sometimes you can get a good teacher who is like understanding, like even the older ones, there can be teachers who are like just understanding, but a lot of times it's, oh boy, color problems. Aw. Are you trying to pick colors for your helmet still? Why would you need art education in Russia though? Well, for example, if you, like, here's the deal. In Russia, you can't really not go to university because there is a pressure from society and mostly from your parents, right? Like, you gotta study something. Some people choose something like design, right? Like means of transport design or like architecture because it's more creative and like up to what they want to do. And yeah, sure, you might not need like actual education for that. Like, you would probably be pretty cool with just studying online, but like, you do get pressure from your parents or whatever. They just give you an ultimatum. You have to study something. So you go to art school because that's the thing you can do. It's not like you need art education in Russia, it's more like you need to get some kind of education. So you choose that. It's still a struggle, but I feel like it's a bit less of a struggle than if you would study something completely unrelated to your interests. Like I did with my goddamn spacecraft engineering, you know? Also, by the way, when you're studying for free in Russia, a lot of times they also pay you money, right? Like kind of like a scholarship type of situation. And like, why did I decide to study spacecraft engineering? Because the dude who was promoting their program was very convincing, and they did have a lot of money that they paid. Like it was very good money that they paid you for studying there, but they never like disclosed all the conditions of that money being paid, so it wasn't for long, let's say. The only thing holding me back, that's understandable. I mean, take your time. Again, you're not the first one on the wait list anyways, so take your time. It's fine. Should stop looking over 10 minutes. Maybe you should. Yeah, so you get a bachelor in engineering or logistics degree because studying a nothing burger is better than murdering your dream on the lectures of some ancient half-mad monstrosity. And get a scholarship. I mean, my friend is more into game art, right? But she studied means of transport design, which it's the art school plus cars and buses. So it's a bit specific, and again, that's the experience of, you know, old professors not understanding the heck is games, and games digital art is even a thing. And yeah, it was very like she was struggling mostly because of like how the stuff that she wanted to do was treated by a lot of teachers, but at the same time because she was also studying and doing stuff on her own as well, and like working on more of a game related art. Yeah, she is pretty glad that she didn't do stuff that wasn't artistic. Like she was happy with her degree, well, as much as you could be, and it didn't kill her passion. But she has such a strong passion anyways. I gotta bring her on stream at some point, but like she's working right now, so I can't bring her, not on weekends. And well, on weekends I'm not sure, she might be busy, but like I wish I could bring her on stream again because she is a very great artist and just a fantastic person. That's all I can say. He could have used spacecraft engineering to make new Gunpla. It's a creative field that uses engineering to make new mech kits. Bro, my spacecraft engineering was just physics and math and a programming that was very badly explained. It was making me puke in the mornings because I had to go to classes. What are you talking about? I think I made the correct choice because at least the amount of stress I had was more moderate than it would be if I kept studying whatever I was studying there. Also, plus, again, for me, it's a thing that I got to meet people with similar interests, right? Like, the teachers were way more open to modern stuff. Like, of course, you can still find teachers that are very old, even in game design, but game design, like, the teachers were definitely younger. So it was better. I have a lot of things to complain about my study, right? But in terms of everything, it still was better than my spacecraft engineering. So, yeah. 300 points short. Well, if you watch for a bit, you probably can get those points, right? In the US, the major that a lot of people go into and can't find a job is psychology. Yeah, I think because people kind of choose psychology because, oh, well, you gotta study something. It's also one of those professions where, oh, you gotta study something, but then it's like everybody going there, so what's even the point? I'm wondering, should I delete what I said? You mean to Yaruki, or... You probably shouldn't. Yaruki already saw it anyways, so might as well keep it. My IT teacher has no idea how IT works right now. Speaking the language of computers got me nerd. So which one is the language of computers? Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. It's... Oh... My IT teacher back in Russian university was... I think she was okay in terms of knowledge and understanding, but she just didn't like think about students that they might not know how to do stuff. And the way she explained it was very poor, like she didn't really give any proper explanations. So I didn't understand anything. Like, on top of that, programming is also not my favorite thing, so doing it like extracurricular studying for programming is not something I would do. Like, I can do programming, right? If I need to, I can learn stuff. I can learn technical stuff. I did pretty good in my programming classes in game design. And, well, Blueprint is not exactly programming, but in Unreal Engine I figured out how to work with that, and I was able to make my graduation project in Unreal Engine. And I did it myself with just like help of some people I know, plus online tutorials. But it's just... like, yeah, that university was just very poorly explained. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It was just very bad because she didn't know how to explain stuff to people that don't know how to do things. So why did you say I had to mute you for a sec? I said that if you mean what you said to Yaruki, you probably shouldn't delete it because Yaruki already seen it anyways, so might as well keep it. Language of computers is either IT techno-bubble or straight up binary, depending on context. Yeah, I would bet on binary. I would bet on binary. Still get really confused that English doesn't have a whole other set of words for teachers, classes, and stuff for unis or colleges. Search for a term and find nothing. Yeah, they don't have the words para or преподаватель. Like, university, even people just call it school as well. That's what I found weird when I started studying internationally, right? Because... like, what the heck do you mean school? That's not school, but like they just use terms school as like, yeah, that's a place where you study, so that stuff's also school. I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, languages are languages. I was thinking for a long time, by the way, but should I do some Duolingo stuff? I kind of feel like getting into Duolingo again and learning some... I need some languages to learn. But I need some social pressure to do that, so I thought maybe I could do something like, not necessarily stream, because Duolingo you gotta do every day, and I don't stream every day, but I thought maybe I could do something like every morning on Discord I go into the voice channel and I stream how I do Duolingo, and you can see me suffer. If you're not busy at that time, you can join or something. But I don't know if it's a good idea, but maybe I could just start doing it and see, like, who cares, it's on Discord. I'm going to you for advice. How dumb am I? You don't seem dumb to me. You seem pretty fine. I don't know. Why are you asking though? School is torture and uni is life. How could one mix things up so hard? No, school is torture. I agree with you. I don't know. Like, on the one hand, university is very hard, but on the other hand, if you would ask me if I would want to go back to school, no. No. like, it was not the happiest time of my life. It was not. It was not at all. Like, even uni, like, even suffering at uni it's worth it. Just to get the heck out of goddamn school, it's worth it. That's all I can say. Yo, dude, I started learning Japanese at the start of the year. I've been doing it every day. Man, Japanese probably not, but I need to learn Dutch. At least to some extent, because Fox has promised to teach me how to ride the bike. But Fox has said, you gotta do it in his own language. So now I gotta learn Dutch to make sure that works. And also, I actually wanted to learn Ukrainian properly, because, like, again, since I speak Russian, I can understand Ukrainian, like, good enough to understand, but I don't speak it and I don't understand it fully. And I really feel like it would be a good call to actually learn it, because I feel like that's not gonna be too hard to do. Duolingo is really scuffed up. I tried for English and it didn't get me anywhere. Because I think I've heard that actually well, not everybody, but a lot of people don't use Duolingo correctly. Because Duolingo app itself is literally just like test exercises, like to see how well you're doing. But you gotta go on Duolingo's website, because they have actual, like, learning material there. Like textbooks with explanation and whatever. And you gotta use that to learn, and then you go to Duolingo app and you practice what you learn. I think, at least that's what I heard at some point, and I wanna look into it and see if that's the way you actually supposed to. Because also, Duolingo, like, cool, fine, but I feel like it's good for refreshing your language knowledge if you have no knowledge at all. Yeah, it's very scuffed, because it just gives you exercises. It, like, doesn't give you explanation of what is what. You didn't? No, you did. You said it at some point. I probably even have it in the VOD, where you say, like, oh yeah, if I'm gonna teach you how to ride a bike, I'm gonna do it in my own language. So I'm like, yeah, that's deal then. That's deal then. The thing I'm actually gonna teach, I mean, it's not gonna happen like tomorrow or anything, just you wait. I don't have money to travel to you anyway, so just you wait, I'll get there. Eventually I'll be there, and then I'll be like, hey, that was a deal. You will be just leaving peacefully and whatever, and then I'll knock onto your door one day. Like, completely unexpected. You wouldn't even know where did I get your address. You would be like, what the heck is going on? And I'll be like, hey, it's bike riding time. 6 years, probably. Probably. Oh, he responded. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? Tell us what did he say? And at that point, you're better off with some non-app way to learn things, or get some divine intervention, as that's apparently the way I learned English in the end. I do not know what is not app way to learn language that would work for me, because I am easily distracted and hard times focusing on stuff. Like, I think for me Duolingo would work, at least in the sense that it's way easier to focus. It's like short and sweet, you know, type of situation. Like, sure, if you have ideas for good alternatives, I would gladly listen to that. But, like, because, yeah, I can't go to classes really, or pay a teacher. That's also the problem. And just watching, let's say, YouTube videos, for example, or reading material on my own also doesn't create enough pressure for me. Like, I think having an app is really just about the pressure that it gives you, that, oh, hey, you have to log in every day and do at least a little bit of practice. But, you know. He said, yes, I got a date. Single one, but one. What's the next step? Good job, Foxes! Congrats! Hell yes! See, Foxes got a date, so everybody can do it. Since that's not impossible. What's the next step? The next step, you gotta actually go to that date. That's your next step, Foxes. Oh my god, look at you go! Look at you go. That's how you do it, guys. Easy. Come to my streams more often for more dating advice. I'm an expert. I'll tell you. I'm an expert. I'll for sure get you a date. We'll bully you. No bully! I wanna try my best! No bully! You can't bully person who tries their best. That's unfair. Yeah, the savior streak murder bird is better for you in that case. True. It's unfortunately I do kind of need some kind of an app to keep reminding me and bullying me about that because yeah. But honestly, if I get rich, I will study proper language with the proper teacher. Maybe. Man, I need a way to improve my English because according to the papers, according to the documents, my English on a C1 level, academic English. I don't know how it is, if it's still that, you know, since I'm out of university, but according to papers, it is. And like, it was this when I started game design study, and it still kept being C1 when I was in the middle of that. I want C2. I think I could do that. I think I could do that. So at some point, I need a good way to improve my English skills. But I think the worst part about my English skills is writing. Like, I cannot write proper stuff in English. Yeah, even if somebody's threatening my life, it's just the thing. Like, the only thing that saves my writing is Grammarly. Thank God Grammarly exists, because otherwise my graduation project would be such ass. Maybe there's a game you might find in Dutch. I mean, there probably is something. I mean, I can watch some stuff in Dutch, I guess, but I need learning material because, like, sure, most of my English also came from just watching videos, movies, reading stuff in English, but part of it was actually studying with a teacher, where a teacher explains you things over and over again, so you kind of get it. Plus, again, teacher provides pressure. My biggest problem with learning anything that I'm not interested in learning, because, you know, I don't want to learn the language, I want to know the language already. So my biggest problem with learning stuff like that is that I need some kind of pressure that's gonna be like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. Use the AUR redeem, Dark One. No. Nope, no AUR redeem. C2 is basically knowing the rules that no one uses. True, however, I want to know that. I want to be superior. It's like, it's just a competition at this point. If I managed to get level C1 with literally only one day of preparing for that exam, because I was doing IELTS, like, okay, IELTS is not a very, you know, credible exam. It's not Cambridge. However, if I manage to get my goddamn C1 with like only one singular day of preparing for the exam, I think I could become a complete English, you know, nerd and just get the C2. At least on maybe like IELTS or TOEFL or something, you know? Like, probably not on Cambridge. Cambridge is like a serious deal. At least it feels to me like a serious deal. I would do Cambridge though, because Cambridge results do not expire like IELTS or TOEFL, but you know, just out of principle, could. Dutch games are junky, but I mean, you could probably just take a game and switch it to Dutch if it has Dutch language in the options. And that's already a Dutch game. Hell yeah. I bet Horizon Zero Dawn has Dutch language as an option, right? That kind of makes sense. I was planning to use Grammarly on my capstone project. Grammarly saved my face in front of my teacher, especially with graduation projects, so hard because, like, you know, like I can write stuff that I need to write and then I just like put it through Grammarly and Grammarly says like, hey girly, where your punctuation? What's with this words? You do not spell them correctly. For God's sake, I do not know how to spell anything, not even in Russian. Not to mention English. Holy moly. I cannot speak English for the love of it, but I can write almost properly if I need to. Can we exchange? No, but yeah, I mean, writing never my strongest suit. It's not even in Russian, like I don't know. I just can't write. Like I keep forgetting how to spell stuff and like punctuation doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. It never existed for me. In my world, there no punctuation. I don't know how to, you know. In the chats, though, grammar leaves my body at a regular basis. Of course it does. Yeah, that's the whole joke of it. You know, basically, so one day when I was coming back here, and like I was at the airport, passport control, right? And because I'm Russian, they kind of look at you very suspiciously, and they're like, "Okay, what's the reason for your visit?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm studying game design." And then the person at the passport control was like, "What's your favorite game?" I was like, Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know if it did anything. He did smile though, but I think that was the correct answer to that question. So I should be happy you didn't push him. He was driving a car. Oh, okay, then it makes sense. That makes sense why he definitely was busy. Told you he probably busy. KLM, my beloved. Actually, not bad. Not bad. Although I used that airline only once, and I was upgraded to business class because I had too much luggage, so I had to pay extra anyways. But it was pretty decent. The food though is questionable. The only thing I can complain about is the food, but I feel like every business or first class flight food is just very questionable. I don't know, I don't eat any of that fancy stuff. Like I was in first/business class on an airplane only 2 times, and both times I was like, what the heck is this food even? I don't like any of that. It's too fancy for me. Give me my economy class sandwich, please. That at least I can eat. But yeah, other than that, to be honest, I have nothing to complain about. Russian airlines, the Aeroflot, usually pretty decent. I don't know how it is now, since, you know, they can't use the planes that they used to use, but Aeroflot was pretty decent. Always. I liked it. Got me a date now, I'm asking for even more advice. Shoot. Let's go. Let's go. What else can I help you with today? I am the advice service. AN124, my beloved. Yeah, my knowledge about planes ends at the service. It ends on the service that they provide you on the plane. That's it. I don't know What plane is that? Hi Keter, how are you? Welcome! Give me some, how should I treat him? Okay, it's gonna sound absolutely stupid, but like, how would you want to be treated on a date? Like, if somebody would invite you on a date like that, how would you want to be treated on that date? Like, this is the first thing you ask yourself, and then you go from there. And now Yaruki better than me. I mean, maybe I do. I'm his mother after all, but maybe I don't. It's not like we talk a lot about personal stuff. Although we did have a collab once, and then also then there was big collab once where we played Gartic. Doing alright. I missed the first half because I was grinding Honkai Star Rail. That's okay. That's fine. I forgive you. It's okay. Honkai Star Rail is important. Not as important as Genshin, but I can understand. She mommy. Moko, you don't get the mummy pass unless you become my child. Yaruki got mummy pass just for free, but Yaruki is now my child, so like, you know, Yaruki has a mummy pass. It's fine. Everything as it should be. Perfect balance. My knowledge of planes ends on 222. When you say 2, at least that rings a bell, because what Fox has said, I have not a singular clue. Oh god, man, I'm so uneducated on this kind of stuff. I'm so sorry. You probably think I'm boring. I think outside of stream a lot of people find me weird and boring because my interests are limited to being VTuber, making all kinds of arts and playing Genshin. Like, that's the sad truth. That's why I stream, because at least on stream we can talk about things and you know, I don't feel like I'm boring everybody. Because IRL, holding a conversation with a person, I could not do that at gunpoint even. Share relationship advice service, maidenless no more. Exactly, that's my new motto. Time to open a business. I give you relationship advice, you promote my streams. That's the business deal. I promise that by the end of our collaboration, you will get yourself a date. That's how we roll here. That's how our business functions. AN 124 is the little bro of AN 225. Yeah, that definitely explains a lot. Bro, you have to understand that, like, when I say my knowledge is very limited, I mean it doesn't exist. Like, you know, cool. Who is AN 225? Should I Google? Should I Google? Let's Google. Let's a minute of education. I will not promote your streams. Why not though? Do you not think my streams are entertaining enough to promote them? Do you think my content is not good quality? Antonov. I haven't heard about this plane. Man, it looks so goofy. Antonov. It's kinda cute. Yeah, its face, its nose looks a little goofy. Cute. Wait, let's Google the other one. 225. Hey, that also looks very goofy. Cargo plane. Alright, it's a cargo plane, right? That's why it looks so goofy. And apparently, like, in terms of size, Emirates can fit in there. It looks cute. Look at how many wheels he got as well, man. Okay. Hi, Yaruki. Hello. How are you doing? How are you? I got 13 followers. Who's gonna see my posts? Those 13 followers that you got, of course. Literal, are you not entertained? Exactly. I believe everybody here is entertained sufficiently. Right? Am I right? I am entertaining. Yeah. Engaging my inner superstar mode. How do you draw chibi hands? Nobody knows. Let's try a different approach to drawing chibi hands. I got lucky that I got 277 likes on a comment once. I think I never got that many, to be honest. So, see, you're a popular one. ANs are machines of Antonov Bureau, probably incredibly heavy lifting. Yeah, it does seem like it's a cargo plane. They look pretty cute. Very goofy, but also cute, you know? Man, planes are cool. Planes are cool. Oh, it got destroyed. That's kinda sad. Looked like a cool plane, but guess it is what it is. It is what it is. Poor plane. I'm good. I just came back from another town to buy a numpad keyboard. Oh! Hell yeah. So, what do we use numpad for again? Just so I know. Because I always have it on my laptop, but like... what do I do with it? At some point it just got into my head that Antonov Bureau are just Kamaz on the sky. That sounds actually, that makes sense. That makes sense. No, but like cargo planes are literally just Kamaz, right? For extremely heavy lift and outside cargo. Yeah, they probably deliver all those AliExpress packages that people keep ordering because the AliExpress is very big in Russia, so I bet. How are you all? Doing good. Doing good. For me, I thought it's an excellent budget stream deck. Alright, because you could use numpad for like hotkeys for stuff. Right, man, I never thought about it. I should probably start attaching the hotkey stuff to the numpad. Because my actual keyboard is 60%. I'm missing a lot of keys on my keyboard. I see, I see. Man, imagine using keyboard for things. Like actually properly using keyboard. There was a time period in my existence as a human, as an artist, where I didn't have a mouse at all for my laptop, right? As a laptop. I didn't have a mouse at all, and I didn't even use touchpad, because touchpad is not very comfortable to use. Let's all agree on that. Touchpad is like, yeah, but not for, like, you know, constant use. Do you know what I did use? I used my graphic tablet for all stuff like that. Like, I just had it always connected, and my graphic tablet was instead of a mouse. And honestly, I had no complaints about that. It was perfectly comfortable and convenient for me. But yeah, She Lord just dropped. That did happen in my life. The AN 225 and the AN 124, most ANs are Ukrainian. Antonov Bureau is Ukrainian. Alright, okay. Oh yeah, that's why the color scheme. I'm telling you, I didn't know anything. So though, I feel like AliExpress is pretty much everywhere popular. I can't speak for Ukraine. I know that in Russia, AliExpress had like its own TV commercials. Like I could imagine this pretty much like this in CIS countries because, you know, but I can't say. But yeah, all those packages. The speed they do it, AliExpress packages are probably moved by rafts across entire Siberia. You know, it depends though, it depends. I feel like in recent years, AliExpress delivery speed really got better. Like, it was already better while I was still in Russia a bit. I think it was a bit better. But like, for example, I ordered some stuff from here, even though AliExpress is not really targeting EU countries as much, I think. Right? It's still like, I didn't wait that long, like maybe 2 weeks for something, but that's like nothing. 2 weeks is fine. I mean, it's not Amazon, so I wouldn't expect it to deliver tomorrow. But to be fair, I think it got better. But maybe I was just lucky with the sellers or something. Like the big ANs were used for special cargo. Oh yeah, I'm just joking about the packages. Like, of course, if it's so big, it probably used to deliver some like machinery or something. I think, I would assume, because you know, and it's so big and heavy lifting, that's probably for that. Because like I think some kind of like technical stuff still gets transported by air as well, right? Does Russia have Amazon? I can't live without 2-day free delivery. I mean, Amazon was working for Russia at some point, right? But like, no more. But to be fair, well, I mean, Russia has its own services, okay? We have wild berries, we have Ozon. It sounds like Amazon, but it's Ozon. Ozon used to sell books, but then Ozon requalifies into selling everything. I think Ozon is like equivalent of Amazon, but also like wild berries these days. But yeah, I remember back in the days, I ordered from Amazon while I was still in Russia only once. And it was a very big deal because it was an international thing, but I was ordering specific Games Collector Edition because I just really wanted it. And man, that was an experience. I even had to pay like the taxes for international thingy because it was an expensive purchase. But I felt like such a grown up and technologically proficient person. It's like, oof, I'm ordering something from abroad. Look at me go. Did you guys know that I used to be a very big figurines collector? And when I got into games, I also started getting games collector's editions. I have like a very expensive collection of figurines back in Russia, but transporting all of that is probably insanity because like I didn't save the packages. Like I got those figurines so they stay in pretty on, you know, the shelves, not to keep them in packages, obviously. But yeah. Man, I even have some very cool old things that I got when I was in Japan, because you can't get them anywhere else, but in Japan they still had them, so I got them. I'm very proud of those, and I wish I could have them here as well, but unfortunately, oh well.
Huh? Nani?
Thank you for headbutt and hydrate! Can't wait till I'm moving. Are you getting into a nice place, by the way? Is your new place gonna be nice? Arka Babarka! Hi! Welcome! Thank you for control save. Yeah, you are correct. We should probably save. I don't remember when was last time that I saved this work. I like forgetting to save my art. Hell yeah. Yes, very? That's great. That's very cool. Oh, you're getting a garden! Oh, that's so nice! In summer especially. Man, having a garden in summer I think is like such a blessing because like if it gets hot, like you could go to the garden, it's a bit better there. Getting bigger bedroom. Man, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I have to weed. I mean, I guess that's kind of the negative part of it, but hey, at least that's gonna be nice and pretty. I also never really liked working in the garden. Like, my parents are very into gardening, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And my grandma as well, obviously. A typical grandma activity. I was never much into it, but I have to admit that being able to go to the garden, just like, you know, go outside and that there's a garden is kind of nice. Weeding might not be fun. Yeah, weeding is not fun. My task in a garden, my minor task, was collecting all the rotten apples off the ground. Like, I was given a bucket and I was tasked with collecting them because we had a lot of apple trees in our garden, and you know, they produce apples, but we don't eat all that apples, so it was my duty to collect all of that junk off the ground. I was doing fine with it though. Babushka. Yeah, babushka. Babushka. No, my grandma was always into like gardening and planting stuff because she grew up in the village. Like, she grew up having a garden, having to take care of animals and gardens. So like, for her it was kind of like second nature that you gotta plant stuff so you have food to eat later, you know. May I loaf on someone? I mean, you could try loafing on my lap, but usually cats don't like loafing on my lap because I have very short legs. So like, when I put my feet on the ground to support the cat's weight, my knees turn into a slide. It's probably gonna slide down. It's not a very loafable lap, unfortunately. Is it a publicly visible garden like a lawn or a private garden? Yeah, is that a private garden? 20 cents! Is she the cat slide? Oh my god, I am! Okay, I have to tell you. So, there is a cat, right, that I babysit often. Well, you know, you heard that cat on streams. It's not news for anyone. But here's the deal. That cat is not the biggest fan of me, which understandable. Don't blame her. It's okay. She is a cat. But like, sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes when she gets very comfortable, she decides to lay on my lap when like I'm sitting in front of my laptop, you know, at the desk. Sometimes she might, and that turns into a problem because I want her to be on my lap because she shows that she trusts me. She shows her affection. She makes biscuits on my lap. But then I need to support her weight. She doesn't weigh much. She is a small cat. But I'm also a weak girl. We know that. Like, I am falling apart. So like, it's easier to support her weight if I can put my feet down. But if I put my feet down, it becomes uncomfortable for her and she leaves. So I have to suffer for some time, but then I'll have to, you know, not really kick her out, but like let her go away because my legs just start dying. It's just a thing. Private back garden. That's nice. Yeah, private garden's good. Very happy for you, Foxes. Very happy. Really lay low. Who even says it like that? Bemboko, where did you get that from? If I loaf on belly. Probably worm. Senior tail Yaruki. What kind of cat are you? Are you perchance the big one? What are they called? Like this very big fluffy cats. Weeding is as optional as you want it to be. I mean, probably family's gonna make foxes weed though. Like, you know, it's optional when you leave alone, but when you live with a family, unfortunately, that's not optional anymore. Yeah, it's a thing, but that's fine. That's fine. My cat is only able to settle on my lap if I'm sitting cross-legged. Ah. Yeah. Man, cat on the lap is so good. It's so sweet and so nice. I wish my legs weren't as weak as they are to support cat's weight. Hey, 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 hey. It's slang, so as a native speaker trying to figure out what Yaruki meant, that was my first guess. I've never heard anybody use it though. What? What? Oh my god. No. Laughing is like Yaruki is a cat, so. Oh yeah, yeah. The love when my cat does, but oh boy, do my legs fall asleep and my knees get stiff. No, but for real. Like, even if the cat is not heavy, your legs are just kind of giving up on you. They're just like, you know what, actually you're weak, so I'm so sorry, but you can't do that for long. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, my cat back. Where is your cat? Why do you have your cat? Okay, we have finished most of the sketch, I think. We need to hide this. We still have some details that need finishing, and plus I need to clean up the sketch a bit better. Oh wait, I forgot the tail. I forgot the most important, the tail. Character has tail. How do I make it so it doesn't clash with that thing? That's why I specified being a native speaker. I very much have. That's interesting. Well, I guess, yeah, it is a thing though, because I boil in the international community, but the kind of international community that's not really composed of native speakers as much. So yeah, that probably does make sense. Hi, Syrup! Hello! Welcome! Welcome! How are you doing? Mati as well! Welcome to you too! How are you? Ah, everybody came today! Hi! She's back. Oh god, okay, I'm not gonna attempt that. Sorry. Almost got into the trap of my absolutely garbage pronunciation, not to mention that I don't know what that is. Oh, thank you for the art critique redeem. Thank you. Yeah, I think you are correct. We have to take a little break, and probably it is time for art critique redeem. Well, you're gonna send me art somewhere, right? Somewhere on Discord, preferably, but can be done. That sentence proved itself. Well, I think the first part says that I don't speak Dutch. Well, because there's a spreken in Netherlands, so that's probably that I don't speak Dutch. But the rest, I have no clue. The rest looks completely unfamiliar. Like you judge my attempt at shading. No problem, boss. Let's get to it. Okay. Ooh. Okay, wait, I need to open it. Probably. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll open it like that so I have a bit of a better quality. And now we're gonna bring it to our favorite Photoshop. Pretty much says want to learn in my eyes. I do want to learn eventually. Well, here's the deal. Again, as I explained, with me learning stuff like languages, I want to know the language. Doesn't mean that I want to go through the process of learning. But unfortunately, you have to. You know, it doesn't work like that, that you just, you know, wake up and know the language, unfortunately. So it's a work in progress, but I already poured 5 hours into this. I can imagine, especially considering that you're working on it on Gartic. This is insane still to me that you just choose Gartic as your, you know, drawing software. But I mean, I guess there is some fun in it. Oh, this is Magma! I see. It's the online one still though. Well, I mean, Magma does have pretty decent features. She dispenses judgment. Yes, I do. Indeed, I would download the language if I was allowed. For real though, if I could just download some languages in my head, to be honest. Like, even with a microchip and brain? Although, like, I am very skeptical about, like, invasive things like, you know, stuff in your body. But, like, knowing languages, though, is such a good and useful skill that I'm like, I would think about it. I would at least think about it. You wouldn't download the car, would you? I mean, if I could, I would. Why wouldn't I? If I could, I would. But yeah, it's a debatable topic. It's thinking. Anyways, let's look at the artwork. Is it like fan art of some kinds, or is it just like an original character completely? I have and I'll do it again. Yes. Okay, let's see. I mean, the shading is pretty nice. The face is from the streamer I did the magma drawing on. Oh, I see. I'm a little bit confused by the face though, because like I'm not entirely sure what is this face situation. I'm just a bit confused, but I guess if it's like fan art for someone, that probably makes sense. I was hosting the magma drawing. That's exactly how his profile pic looks. Dread Connor? No, I don't. Is it? No, Dread Connor's the face doesn't look like that. That's not true. England. It's a Korean streamer. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. I guess, I mean, yes, profile pic. I just don't really understand what's happening here. Maybe if there was a bit more context, I would understood, but yeah, that's fine. So, I mean, the shading is pretty good. Although, I think my biggest question would be, where's the light source? Wait, there is even a meme. I'm so sorry, you redeemed it, but there was such a great meme, like, so do you know the Gordon Ramsay, where's the lamb sauce? Basically, oh my god, I love this till this day. Till this day. Till this day. Every single time I make art, I remember about this one. Yeah. Yes. Refer is of a buff man with a wet shirt. Do you still have a reference, by the way? Actually, if you have a reference, maybe we could look at the reference as well. That might be useful. Do you still have a reference, or did you already discard it? Try to shade it like in the ref. Man, but like shading wet cloth is like so hard though. The light source is all over the man. I mean, yes, but okay. Let's look at the reference as well. I'm just very curious. Using references is great, by the way. Oh yeah, it is a wet shirt person. Wait. Oh, I see you're using pure ref. I recognize that frame. Good job. Pure ref for life. If you want something for references, to organize your references, pure ref is like, yes. Also, pure ref is free, so you know. And I guess you can pay pure ref, but okay, let's see. But I mean, I still can see more of the light source on the reference than on your drawing. And I guess, again, like for me, this would be the biggest thing. You know what we should do with this picture? Very cool thing. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put it in black and white. Because your art is also black and white, so I think that's gonna be interesting to compare. But so if you look closely at this artwork, you can notice, for example, on the abs, you can clearly see that there is this shadow, right? Because the light comes probably from somewhere here. Well, it looks like it does. So we can see shadow here. Also, I can see there is a shadow going kind of like that on the arm. It's a bit subtle, right? Like you can't see it that well, but it is there. If you look closely, it is there. So we have the light source coming from here. Also, again, if you look closely, you can see that this spot where the light comes from is way lighter than, like, let's say here, or even here, or especially on the other shoulder. Booba! Hell yeah! I spot piercing, by the way. That's beside the point. I love forest puppies. Who are the forest puppies? The wolves, you mean? Checking on Bamboopa. I'm checking on the light source. Leave me alone, Mayo. Oh my god. Alright, happy Lunar New Year. Yeah, right. Happy Lunar New Year. Okay, what else do I want to say? I find it interesting how you decide to, like, shade everything, you know, here, but then, like, these parts are completely unshaded. I mean, I guess that's fine, but if you know, when you make an artwork, one of the best things you can do... Oh, thank you for the follow! Guadi Bubble! Thank you! Welcome! How are you doing? Thank you for the follow! So, what is the best thing to do is pretty much work on the entire artwork at the same time. It's not exactly true when you work with anime style art, for example, but like the best practice, right? For you to at least go, okay, let me apply the base color on this entire character, right? And put some, like, one layer of shadows. And then I'll go put another layer of shadows on the entire character. This way you can, all the time, you can see how your drawing is turning out, right? Because right now we only can see this part of the drawing. Right, and it's kind of hard to say, again, where's the light source, because this part is very light, like there's no drop shadow here, so you're like, yeah, I'm not really sure, like I can kind of see what you're going for, but it's also hard to say. However, if you work on the entire drawing at the same time, it really helps. It's a good way to self-check, I feel. Yeah, that as well. Especially with your style of shading. Because, first of all, you use black and white here, right? So you don't need to differentiate between colors, you just go on the grayscale. Plus, you do more of like this kind of painted art style, which like painted art style is basically asking for you to, you know, shade it all together. And in order to actually do that, what is also a very good practice is to think of shadows as like different types of shadows. So again, you might be already doing that. I don't know, but what I'm thinking is that what you could do is again think, okay, like it's not that you're shading this according to reference, but you first want to show the volume of the character, right? Like you need to show that it's 3D, so you want to apply all the soft shadows. So can I get maybe some brush? Wait, I need to switch to something. I need to change the brush. So first you're like, okay, let's first show character's volume. So you start shading the muscles that go here, right? You start shading maybe muscles here, you start shading that, you put like some very soft maybe shading here and there. Then, for example, after you put some soft shadows, that's like very schematic. Obviously, you need to do a better job and put bigger shadows, but like, yeah, you made them like this kind of like a smooth shading situation. You're like, okay, now I need to show the light source better. Like I need to show that there are like some drop shadows maybe. So then you go for this shadow, like this very big shadow that goes from the head. Actually, you know, I could make the multiply so you can see better what's going on. Then you drop a shadow from the head, you put the big drop shadow under the arm because, you know, that drops the shadow. What else? I mean, there's also potentially a drop shadow here, so this ones will be... These shadows will have more of like a hard edge, I guess. Right? And this way you can work on the entire drawing and you have a better control over shading as well, because you're like, okay, I'm just gonna put all the drop shadows everywhere. Shade more like crayons, pens. Yeah, but it's still more of like a painted style shading, I guess I could say. I don't know, but I understand. Yeah, but if you see those fancy videos, by the way, of like people making some photorealistic art with pencils, and they like start from just the nose and then they do the eye and do the other eye, those people, first of all, they wouldn't do any other type of artwork like that. And then also, like, the question is, can they even do any other type of artwork? Because they just trained to draw those goddamn portraits. They specifically trained that goddamn anatomy, because if they draw it like that for YouTube videos, it looks more interesting than if they would do it normally. But yeah, basically, my thing would be try to pay more attention to the light source. Like, you can still see it on the reference, but in order to actually notice it, you gotta have, you know, some practice looking at the character and asking yourself, okay, where's the light source, how the shadows fall. But overall, that's pretty good work. Like, I can see 5 hours, that's definitely a lot of work, but you could probably speed it up a bit again if you work on the entire character like that, especially again if you're just doing grayscale without like any extra colors right now. Probably will be fine. Hello Jews, how are you doing? Welcome. Okay, I hope it was a bit helpful for you. Also, I think creating an effect of a wet shirt, what you could do, I don't know if you are actually going for a wet shirt. I think the biggest part of a wet shirt is having, well, actually we need to, is having those contrasting lines of like a shirt folds. Like this one, see, it's, oh my god, where am I drawing? I need the layer. So here, for example, here they're way lighter. Those are like the folds. Because when it gets closer to skin, it gets darker because it's wet in their skin. But like, so you might wanna try adding those falls a bit more visible. I would even say actually I have well, how I could do it in Photoshop, maybe. I don't know, something like this. But basically what you probably would wanna do, you wanna add like some shadow around them so like you can see them better maybe. But yeah, I can see how you tried to, but you need more contrast between those folds and not folds to make sure they're visible. So you need a bit more shading around those folds to make them visible. But yeah, that stuff. It's also very scuffed way, but yeah, those things more contrast. Okay, okay. Okay, I hope it was helpful. I am so bad at explaining with proper human words, unfortunately. I don't know why, I'm just very bad, but like, I swear I have some knowledge. I have some knowledge. But yeah, yep. It's for the flex. Oh yeah, you mean those YouTube videos. Yeah, they are for the flex. They are made to gather views, right? Because they make money on that. So, like, instead of just watching speed paints overall, like, speed paints could be a good source of like inspiration and how to draw stuff, but also speed paints a lot of times they're just made to be viewed a lot. So instead of speed paints, it's more useful to watch actual explanations of like people making art and explaining, okay, like this is this is why exactly I do it this way, and this is why I think it could be done this way, you know, this kind of stuff. I learn something new each time I do the art critique redeem. That's the whole point of it. Like, I'm still a bit unsure of how qualified I am to do that stuff, because so many times I've seen some people do art tutorials where I'm thinking, I'm not sure you're qualified to talk about that topic. But then I also remember myself.
You're a great artist.
Thank you, Syrup! So I remember myself back in the days when I was still, oh, I can't say a beginner, like I was already getting commissions, but like I was still a baby artist. I did some tutorials and holy moly were they bad. Like, those are not helpful tutorials at all. Oh, Triangle Toll! Thank you for the follow! Welcome! Well, good thing you joined our community. Now you're part of the cult. Just ask artists on Twitch. I've yet to meet any assholes. True, you can also, like, if that's an option, you can just go to some people who draw live on Twitch, because again, when somebody's drawing live, you can pretty much see without any video cuts how somebody is making certain type of art, and maybe you can even talk to them and be like, hey, could you maybe give me advice, or like ask about something that you see them do in their art, and be like, hey, you doing that because, you know. Aha. Thank you for fitness redeems. Let's do squats while the car is running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There you go. Thank you for the squats and the car redeem. Don't be scared, Kazuo. Don't be scared. So blessed and cursed it is. Again, thanks to Mayo, my favorite car VTuber, who brings us the best car sound. Just notice I'm not following you. Thank God Twitch has functional recommended page. That's fine, that's fine. But welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here. Did you guys know that Mayo has such a sussy sound on his channel? Like, he let me listen to it. Like yesterday, I think. And oh my lord, holy moly, I did not expect that. Like, I can't even say what's in there because this was so incredibly cursed. I was across the room and I hear screaming coming from my headphones. It was nothing. Don't you worry. It was absolutely nothing. Yeah. You forced my hand. I did nothing. I did absolutely nothing. You did it yourself. You just really wanted to play that sound. I know. In truth, you just really wanted to play that sound. That's why you showed it to me. For me, keeps recommending League of Legends streamers. I haven't looked at my stream recommended, like that the Twitch recommended for ages. Have no idea what it looks like for me. Like, I think I only use it when we're looking for people to raid, possibly. I don't know. I just have like enough people that I enjoy watching that like I very rarely look for new people somehow. I don't know. I'm just, you know, I don't like change. Could be both, not gonna lie. Yeah, I know you, bro. I know you. Okay. Are we missing any lion artable details? I do not think so. Yeah, I think we're not missing any lion artable details. I need new people at different stream times. For me, is that I also like watch streams only at specific times. So I guess for me it's always same people because I just, yeah, I just watch streams at a very specific times. That's it. Follow like a million people in my early evening time. But she's one of the only streamers I follow in my morning time. I actually used to stream at like 6 p.m. my time, but then Mayo and Keter became my regulars. So I started streaming. I started streaming at 2 and at 1 because, like, you know. I just look at the streamers viewers also watch. If I'm looking for new streamers to watch, alright, that option is also available. I forgot that was a thing. You are correct. Recommends random stuff most of the time, but the top 2 slots seem reserved for people you watched recently. Suggested Dota 2 and Counter-Strike streamers. Bruh. Maybe you just got lucky with my stream. Maybe you just got lucky. What can I say? Okay, time to put colors! Finally, it's colors time. Think I should steal the picture and just, you know, take the colors from it. Oh, thank you for the shout out for Yaruki. May I post a link here? What kind of link though? That's the question. What kind of link? I need to copy the image and I need to put the image right in here. This is the character reference, by the way. And we're gonna be taking colors from it. Because, you know, who am I to argue with the character designer that made it? I'm looking for beginner artists that stream their art daily. I need an art rival. And I don't know anyone who streams daily, especially art. Also, Photoshop changed the colors of this image. I think they were a bit more vibrant, but that's fine. Discord pic I just took off my budget stream deck. Oh, feel free. Honestly, feel free. You can post it here, I don't mind. We can't even look at it together. Okay, let's see, let's see. Wait, let me also judge your budget stream deck. I mean, yeah. It's... Oh, that was wrong button. No, it did it not? Copy that? Come on. This is a Yaruki version of a budget stream deck. I mean, if it works, I think. Why not? Yeah, literally just numpad with like a... You know. No, but true. I mean, honestly, I don't know what makes Stream Deck so special. I mean, I guess it just gives you extra keys for like things. I don't know. I never had Stream Deck, and I never thought of getting Stream Deck. Not like I need one either. So it's... Yeah, but I mean that works. If it works, it works. Don't see why not. Such a good idea. True. See, you just get yourself a numpad, and then you use that as a stream deck. As a numpad user, I need a stream deck. Well, yeah, I guess if you're using your keys a lot, actually, we should probably pick another color for base color, because otherwise I can't see anything that's happening here. Yeah, I guess, again, if you use your keyboard properly, as a normal keyboard user, not like your grandma Shimosa, then yeah, you probably do need, but I feel like I could make do with my laptop keyboard perfectly fine, because it's not like I use anything. Like, I feel like I use buttons on my graphic tablet way more often than I use anything except for typing on keyboard. Since when did I come out with such a great idea? Because you're an academic genius, Yaruki. We always knew that. You're an academic genius, so that's why. Such a great idea. I wonder if the Ribbon Double fancy numpads are cheaper than a Stream Deck. Could be. Could be. One day I'll have to build myself a PC. It's not gonna happen anytime soon, but one day it will happen for sure, I promise you. And then I'll need all the backsitting and all the help, because even though some friends kept convincing me my entire life that it's so easy, so cool, so nice, and so much cheaper, I am terrified of that. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start with choosing things for it. Not to mention actually building it. So one day, my people, one day, yeah, one day it's gonna be quite an experience. Man, I was promoting this art stream to so many people during previous Genshin stream, but the problem is this chibi sketch commission is not even gonna have any shading, because it's like a very basic sketch commission. So there's not even gonna be any line art or shading happening. I just realized it's gonna be the most boring art stream people have seen. Oh well. Oh well, it is what it is. I hope nobody minds. I just typed Stream Deck. First thing is an Elgato one for $150. It's literally a screen with hotkeys. Man, Stream Deck. It's something in a fancy language. I don't speak that. Mind that you called it boring. I mean, I don't know, is it a very exciting content? Because like the only thing I'm gonna be doing now is just putting flat colors on the character, and I'm gonna be picking those colors from the actual character artwork that I was provided with as a reference. So like, there's not gonna be any shading or anything happening, because like, apparently recently I got quite a few people who are interested in making art and whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, wait, on Saturday I have an art stream, you should come by. But like, what am I doing in the Saturday's art stream? I'm just doing this. It's not even a live 2D model. I feel like at least live 2D model would have been exciting. But also, I almost finished Fujiwara's model. Oh my god. Thank god people who commission me for models, or who agree for me to make their models right here, are very patient people, because holy moly. But this month I am way more productive. I am so much more productive. And I even know why. Because I have a healthier lifestyle this month. So no wonder. Like, I sleep properly, I exercise, I try to eat properly. So yeah, of course I'm more energetic and productive. Thank you, Mayo! Thank you! So yeah, kids, don't forget to exercise and eat your greens and whatever. It's very, very good for you. I can prove that. Proven it on myself. I'm still falling apart though. I'm still very weak. Holy, oh my god. Acting like a parent, because I'm a grandma, I'm supposed to be like that. Am I not? Plus, I am a VTuber parent, and I'm gonna be your parent soon as well. So you know, Mayo, you know. Oh no. Thank you for 5 squads. Thank you. Eat your greens, kids. Exactly, exactly. Because you should. It really is good for you. Okay, time to do some exercise. Actually, I start feeling my legs. I feel like doing 15 squats at once actually is doing something for my muscle. But okay, let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, because I removed sit-ups, I'm only doing squats today. I think I'm gonna feel my legs still more. Oy oy oy. Weak but not for long. Honestly, I hope so. Oh my god. My body is not functioning as it should function. Like, what worries me the most, actually, which I'm still kind of concerned about, is the fact that, like, really, I go upstairs, literally just upstairs, not very even like high stairs, just like, you know, normal stairs to the house. Foxes probably knows what kind of stairs I'm talking about. And like, I can feel my heartbeat. I can feel my heartbeat speed up. That can't be normal. Like, sure, for the entire month of December and like at least most of January, I was just sitting on my ass, not doing anything, not going anywhere. But like, there's no goddamn way that my cardio went to that point in a couple of months. Like, I don't know, should I be concerned about that? No sit-ups. I explained at the start of the stream that I washed my hair before the stream, and I would prefer not to lay on the floor for now while they're clean. But don't worry, it's just like I put them away temporary, only for today's stream. I'll add them back again. Me dying going up the stairs, panting. No, yeah, I'm not even panting, right? Like I'm not exactly out of breath, but like I feel like I need to sit down, you know? Which feels worse than if I was just out of breath, because like my heart speeds up and I feel like I need to sit down. And I'm like, maybe it really did get that bad just because I'm not doing any movement. But it feels so surreal to me, like, okay, I wasn't sporty or anything before, but not like that. So we are training everything we could train. Use yoga mat. I don't have it! I don't have a yoga mat! I don't have it! Or doormat. Yeah, that's definitely better for my clean hair. Did there a yearly shower for Lunar New Year? True. It's like, yeah, maybe it's about time I remove all that gamer grease, all that streamer filth, and finally get clean for once. My cardio is dead when it comes to running, but I almost casually take the stairs to the 7th floor. I mean, that's kind of interesting that it works like that. I feel like maybe actually for your running cardio, it's just like that your muscles, like the fact that your muscles are not used to it also adds something, and like it makes it harder for cardio. But anyways, I am concerned with how weak I am right now, so I'm trying to like do things that are in my own power to fix that. But like again, I'm a little bit worried that it's not entirely because I am just out of shape, but it might be something. Because again, I don't get out of breath, like I can just feel my heartbeat from literally just going upstairs, and that is not normal. It's like it's just it's not even 7th floor or anything. Like holy. I should just probably like at some point train going up and down stairs, like, you know, multiple repetitions type of thing. It's not like there are a lot of people who are walking around the house who could see me do that, so maybe I could just at some point go and do that sometimes. Cause I don't know, I'm concerned, I'm frightened, I'm supposed to be a strong and independent woman, but I turned into a worm. Literally just a worm. Worm. What I would love to do though, I would love to go swimming, but I'm not even sure if I can go swimming here somewhere, and I don't know how much it will cost to go swimming. But I would do swimming. I love swimming. And I feel like swimming would actually help with like muscle, like arm muscle and cardio as well. And I don't know, somehow of all sports, for me, swimming feels like the most not chill. Chill is not the correct word because it does require muscle, but it just feels more pleasant to do, I guess. I don't know, like for me being in water feels safe, even if I have to work out and whatever. It's just the fact that at any moment you can just start floating like a balloon and like you can relax. I guess that's what's very comforting. But like I just really love being in water. Depends on the lungs volume. The bigger it is, the harder it is for you to be out of breath. I think my lungs volume is still pretty decent because I really used to enjoy the free diving. Not professionally, obviously, just on my own. But like, I always was very, very good at just free diving, you know, when you hold your breath and you just go in there. Yeah, I was very, very good at it. Never did it safely though, but my parents didn't question it, so But yeah, maybe that's why I don't get out of breath quickly. But like the cardio thing is killing me. Again, like it's just I do some physical activity and I feel like I need to sit down. Like I never had that. Maybe I'm just getting old or something. Am I literally becoming grandma when you need to sit down after intense cooking session? I hope not. But anyways, yeah, swimming is something I would really love to do because I love swimming. Swimming is cool and yeah. I have that's a bit of a philosophical reason as well why I love swimming because I'm really fond of flying, and you'd say, how the heck are you flying? Well, that's the thing, I don't fly, but like swimming, it's almost like flying, right? But it's a bit different, obviously, but it's almost like flying like a bird, and I'm really into that kind of stuff. So that's why I would do swimming, and I like swimming a lot. If you're a skeleton like me, there's no floating. Staying afloat requires constant work. Babushka true form kicks in. Actually, I don't know, but for me floating was never an issue. Like, yeah, I can easily float in water. Like, I'm super comfortable in water. I can easily float. I even used to swim with monofin, if you know. Well, I'm calling it a fancy word monofin, but it was actually I got the mermaid tail, but we're not talking about that. And honestly, I had no prior training swimming with monofin, which is dangerous, okay? You shouldn't be doing that. But my parents didn't question it, I didn't question it. And I knew that it would be fine. And I was perfectly fine. I was swimming, I was freediving. Without even my parents' supervision. Like, I was old enough, but still. With a mermaid tail for several hours, and it was great. It was fantastic. All I can say. So I think with floating always for me floating was easy. Like I can really just relax in the water and like not feel any panic or whatever. I just don't go down because also I think part of it is that because I hold my breath, right? For example, if I go face down, so it's kind of like a balloon. It acts like a balloon, so you don't really, you don't really go down. Hi Shane, hello, welcome. Thank you for Hotpot. How are you doing, Shane? How is life? How is existence? Okay, so this gonna be hair. Oh, Succubumbus, oh no, time to turn into fish. That's what I get for talking about swimming. Using Kalhoz monofin with no training can be a one-way trip to the realm of old ones. I was fine though. That's the thing, like, I didn't even think back then that it's gonna be dangerous because here's the deal, those mermaid tails, right, the one of those that I used, they were heavily targeted towards kids, and like the place that sold them, the place that we bought them from, was also pretty much about selling those to kids, and nobody talked about like how unsafe it could be. Like, of course there were some conversations in their community in terms of like, yeah, you gotta you shouldn't be just jumping into water, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta get used to it, but like, I didn't care because I was a very confident swimmer. I still am pretty confident swimmer. So like for me, it was like, yeah, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna go for it. And like that stuff was very dangerous, but like I was fine. For me, it just felt very comfortable actually. Like swimming with a tail instead of two separate legs did feel for me very nice. So it turned out okay. Honestly, I would still do that. Like again, I'm saying you shouldn't do that. That is dangerous. You should not do that. But I know myself, I know my abilities, and I would 100% do that again, and I would still enjoy that for sure. Watching stream while going to gym to do additional exercise next to my legs. Man, good stuff, good stuff. See, this is what healthy lifestyle looks like, guys. Well, fish have tails for a reason. That's true. But it's like, you know, you can feel a bit uncomfortable because you can't separate your legs. Literally, you can't move them separately at all. But when you're in the water, at least for me, it was actually very convenient to have that. Like when you're on the ground, when you're putting on that mermaid tail, and when you're trying to get into water, that's absolutely disgusting and uncomfortable. And on the ground, that tail is so useless. Oh my god, like I can understand all those mermaids in movies and cartoons that on the ground just turn into whatever, I don't know how to exist, because literally as soon as you're on the ground with that tail, it's just unusable. It's too heavy, you can't use your legs. But in the water, because there's like the help of a water support, it's so great. It's so great. The fish is back. I am back. True, I am back. May I ask for the lore of Succubombaspis? Well, you know, Jews, there's not much lore. I had Sabathon last year, right? And one of the Sabathon goals was chat makes a redeem. So Mayo suggested to make Succubombaspis PNG switch. Since then, this is my people's favorite redeem, and everybody who comes to the stream thinks I'm a fish VTuber when I'm not, but I'm not a fish VTuber, I swear, I'm not a fish. Even though I like swimming and I used to have a mermaid tail, I swear I'm not a fish. Went to arcade first to play dancing game. Oh, the Dance Revolution? Huh? That's the only one I know from the arcade games, but yeah. Lore of ancient eel. Yeah, that's the lore. You're not a fish VTuber? No, you were scammed. You were scammed. I'm not a fish VTuber. I'm sorry if you came here hoping for some good fishy content, but unfortunately I'm just a girl. Just an ancient girl. Still ancient though. Kinda. One day I'll make my lore video if I'm having a Life 2D debut, and then you will understand what I'm talking about. Till then, I'm keeping it a secret. Step Maniacs. Not sure if I heard about it. Maybe I've seen something about it on TikTok, but dancing games are a good workout. Meanwhile, I'm saving for Slav mode. Oh god. Should you? Should you though? It's been so long since people redeemed that. I don't remember how to be Slav anymore. I'm not true Russian. I lost it. Oh my god, ancient girl is such a mood. True. The older the better, right? No, don't worry, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Let's not take it too hard. But yeah, my lore is very basic. It's like super basic bitch lore, but it's also, you know, at least I'm happy with that lore. At least I'm happy that I came up with that and I'm sticking to that. It's too close to home. I noticed I lost like 80% of my Polish vocabulary. That's why we have to do Duolingo. That's what I'm talking about. We have to have some Duolingo doing like every day, and on Discord and voice channel. We just gotta get in there and do Duolingo and restore the language powers or obtain new powers, so we can become language speakers again. I should definitely save for Slav mode. Mother Russia never lets go. You can escape Russia, but Russia can't escape you. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. That's actually the thing, because you would think it's a joke, but I am missing herring under the fur coat so badly these days. Like, oh my god, first of all, I can't find proper herring, so that's already bothering me because I just want a goddamn salty oily herring. But like, I would love to eat some herring under the fur coat right now. But it's such a hassle to cook it, to make it. But like, I genuinely miss that, and that scares me because that never happened before. But maybe one day, if I have a lot of time on my hands and a kitchen that I know nobody's gonna enter, maybe. Never knew someone my age might like that dish. But why not though? Because like, my mom cooked it, I think, pretty much every New Year. Well, maybe not every, right? But like, the New Year's that she was in the mood for extensive cooking, she made it. And I even made it myself once while here. It was a hustle, but I did make it. But like, it's pretty good. Like, I don't know, it's pretty good. Like, in my family, it was, first of all, pretty commonplace to eat herring with potatoes, right? And I think herring with just potatoes is great. Absolutely fantastic. Salty herring and like less salty potatoes with maybe some green stuff on them. That's the food of gods. But like, also herring under the fur coat is pretty good. Like, I think the good part about that salad is that it's mostly bland, except for some mayo, but then on the bottom you have this very salty herring, and like, in combination, this together creates a very nice flavor profile. So yeah, I am that kind of person who also, by the way, you're gonna be scared, but I'm gonna say it, I also think холодец is not disgusting. Холодец is fine. And холодец, by the way, for those who don't know, is a meat jelly. And I think it tastes good. If you put it on bread, and if you get like the one that's good quality, it's good. Guys, it's just meat in meat jelly juice. It's fine. It took me an embarrassing amount of time to recognize what you're talking about. Sorry, селедка под шубой. But you got it already. You got it. You lost me at meat jelly. You just don't understand it. You haven't tried it. It can be very yummy, especially with bread. Wait, I need to show you the picture as well so you can feel it. Холодец requires хрен, otherwise it's meh. I actually don't like хрен. Don't know, never got quite the taste of it. Okay. But here, let me show you the picture. Let me bring it for you. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is so yummy. This is so pretty. This is so nice. This one as well. This is great. This is good. Okay? I'm tired of hiding it. I'm tired of pretending it's not good. It's good. It's good. It tastes good. If you have good quality meat, it tastes very good. It's just meat in meat juice. That's it. Just a jellified meat juice, you know. Bro, I'm not eating gelatin with meat. But like, why not though? It doesn't taste like anything special. It's not like gelatin has some kind of special flavor to it. Don't get it. My parents would clap if they'd hear that. Well, yeah, I'd say older generation likes that kind of stuff. But like, I mean, there are things that I don't like, right? That I don't eat. But like, things that are with meat from Eastern European cuisine, I mostly find pretty yummy. Because, again, I grew up eating that stuff, right? It was just normal to have it on the table pretty often. And like, when you grow up eating a certain dish, like, you become fine with it. Gelatin is made from creatures, it's natural pairing. Exactly, I think
Huh?
it's not made from
Nani?
bones anyways.
You're a great artist.
Why is it upside down? I don't know, it's just a picture I found on Google. I think they just served it like, they probably just made it in like some cake form and then they like flipped it over to put it on the plate. That's why. Thank you for Hydrate, Posture Check, Headpad, and the great artist. Also, hi Connor, how are you doing? Looks like a decorative piece because it's, you know, you gotta serve it pretty. That's the thing, actually, with Eastern European cuisine, at least from my experience. Time to learn a bit. So things like herring under the fur coat or holodets, you cook those things usually for some big table, for like if you are inviting friends or family over, or if you have some celebration like New Year or something, or 23rd of February, whatever. Like normally people in Russia, at least my family, you would eat pretty basic food, like, you know, just potato with some meat chops, or just some plain pasta with also some kind of like chicken. Nothing fancy. Like, this kind of cooking is more often for like some special table, right? With holodets, it's kind of like it was easy to just buy it at the store, so we sometimes ate it. We never really cooked it because too much hustle. So they look pretty on those pictures because they are used to, like, they are used for a table that where you serve people, so needs to look pretty, you know. What country do you think has the biggest tolerance for challenging foods? I think the country that has the biggest, I wouldn't know which country specifically, but I would say the kind of country where like it's hard to basically obtain food, because I think the harder it is to find nutritious food, the more tolerant people become to eating pretty much anything. Because, like, sure, the thing with Russia historically is that we can't get like fruits and vegetables all year round, right? Like, we only collect basically the stuff once per year, close to autumn, right? And then you have to preserve all the foods and marinate them, so you have them throughout the winter, all like the pickles or whatever. But like, still though, you have access to those things, but I think the harder it is to get access, like, still in Russia, like, okay, it can be hard in winter. Historically, at least in ancient times, was hard in winter, but not hard enough to, like, for example, start eating insects. But like, that's still a valid protein source. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't know what country though. My history knowledges are absolute poop. Oh, thank you for 5 squats, by the way. Thank you. I think challenging foods would be something that, like, not very popular on the global market, by the way. At least that's what's in my understanding. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I also would really appreciate if my knees stopped cracking every time I do squats. That would have been fantastic. Flashbacks to that fair in America where they serve deep-fried sticks of butter with butter sauce. Yeah, just eating butter feels a bit like, why is my keyboard in Russian mode and nobody told me? Okay, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. We still serve holodets jello side up, even at gatherings. I don't think we ever served holodets in the shape of like a cake. It was usually more like a longer one, like a second one that I showed, so... But honestly, does it really matter? Does it really matter? Okay, then it has to be America with the dumb shit they come up with. I mean, if we're talking about like modern type of foods, you know, like the chemical stuff, then I have to agree. Not like I personally have any experience with American food, but I heard a lot of negative stuff about like their chocolates and like how they make chocolate or stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like South American foods are very flavorful and have a lot of spices. Honestly, spices are so poggers. It's like the kind of joke that's not even joke, right? That I always thought I was a picky eater as a child, but then I realized my mom never used spices in cooking. And you know, it's kind of a joke, but also based on true events. Hello, Ricky! Hello, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Same could be said about Indian food as well. Thank you for the follow, Ricky. Thank you. I haven't had the pleasure to try a lot of Indian food. Not even sure if I ever tried any, unfortunately. But I also could imagine that Indian food is spicy as heck. And my spice tolerance is exactly where you would expect a white Eastern European girl spice tolerance to be. It's not there. It doesn't exist. When I went to Port Hilos, and they had a cake shake, which is literally just a slice of cake dumped into a milkshake. I mean, yeah, like what would you expect a cake shake to be though? Middle and European seasoning, salt and maybe pepper. Okay, but what about the... Oh, thank you for a great artist redeem. What about... Oh, wait, I don't know what it's called in English. I can search... You're underestimating. There's another one that you're forgetting. That stuff gets added everywhere, even if you're just cooking dumplings. I can't find you a picture. But I don't know what's it called in English. Maybe you know. But you're forgetting, which is very important. What about this? Also, by the way, it doesn't count as seasoning, I think. However, you also need to remember yeah, it's a bay leaf, right, bay leaf. Yeah, bay leaf is, you know, you add bay leaf everywhere. At least my parents did. Dumplings, any kind of soups, any kind of rice dishes, a bay leaf goes in there. So like it's not just salt and pepper. Plus, what about these two cuties? Also have no idea what either of them are called in English. Or more like I knew but I forgot. However, this stuff also, especially if you grow it yourself in your own garden, which is quite often, that goes in every soup and salad possible. You know? So... Bay leaf, I see it a lot in soups because that's where it belongs. Bay leaf gives you flavor. This stuff, honestly, always thought it was kind of questionable. Like, they themselves have pretty interesting flavors and I don't mind just chewing on them raw. You know, well, of course you wash them, but just like eating them raw was always also pretty fun. But like in terms of putting them in food, I'm like, I don't know what they're doing for my food apart from creating weird texture. But that was a thing, you know. Parsley and dill. Exactly, right. Parsley and dill, I have to remember that. Basically, those also go in there. So, you know, don't underestimate salt and pepper. I love dill so much. They taste good, okay? Parsley and dill, like, you can just eat them like that. Raw, and they just taste good. Like, I don't know, as a kid specifically I liked it, especially like as an appetizer. Like, my mom is cooking salad, right, and we have some stuff from our own garden. I would just be sitting there and like finishing the stems from what she was cutting, cause like yummy, you know. One of those is on the verge of getting banned in Russia. Wait, which one? What? Is it what? Wait, what's getting banned in Russia? For what reason? Why? 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 Dill has a strong flavor, but it's iconic. I don't like parsley in food. I wasn't sure much what it does to the food, because for me it felt like, okay, they do have a flavor, but like when you add them to the food, do they actually add any flavor to the food? But I mean, garden spices or whatever. Why would you ban herbs? It's the same question. Why? Why? Like, what would be the reason even? Oh, Kazuo! Art critique redeem. Thank you for the redeem. So you can send me an artwork on Discord, like either in DM or in my server, if you are on my server. I don't know if you are there, or maybe, like, I don't know if it's more convenient through Twitter, but I'll have to open Twitter. Petrushka got linked to some drugs production, so of course it talks about the ban start. I hope not. Like, I've seen quite a few stupid bans recently in Russia. Let's not talk about that, but that happened. But Petrushka, you can't. No, I mean, come on, you can't do that. Yeah, but then again, they did ban Konopля at some point, right? So I wouldn't be surprised, but you can put it in the art share channel, right? In the creative category, we have art share. You can put it there. Also, thank you for summoning our Discord link. I'm gonna start putting more base colors. I am literally the fastest drawer in the world at a snail's speed. Okay, we got the art. Okay, let me save my art first, and then we're gonna bring the pictures in there. Oh, this one is also with the reference. That's cool. Okay, let's see. How do I should probably make it a bit of a higher quality so we can see better. Also, where's the watermark? Bro, where's watermark? What if I steal it? It's not good to not put watermark on it. Okay, it's a little bit change of the mood compared to my artwork, but it's fine. Hope everybody's fine with that. Was trying to do a value study using inking. Was wondering what I could have done to make the background blurry without making lose the inking. Okay, I already have an answer for you. Well, it's not gonna be blurry. You can't really make it blurry. However, let's talk about that. Let me bring the reference here as well, just so we can see both. Okay, so we got the reference, we got the image. The question is, how do you make the background blurry without losing the inking? Kinda like on the reference. Succubombaspis, the art thief. Oh wait, am I still Succubombaspis? Gonna remind me to switch it back. Also, I've been drawing daily and this is my day 138. I'm currently on day 142. Good stuff, honestly, one day, one art challenge, if somebody remembers that thing existed, where you make some kind of picture every day, is such a good practice to improving your art, especially if you like actually do proper study, you know. I may show as well my art tags. you gotta redeem the art critique if you want me to discuss it on stream, but you can share your art in my Discord, no problem. Also, thank you for the show, Kazoo! Do 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 do.
If death comes knocking
At your door. Do 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 do.
call
No,
out
not my name. Do 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 do.
a
A death shout.
I will be here when you call.
Do 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 do.
The damned will
Okay,
sooner
okay,
die
okay,
again.
okay, okay. Okay, thank you, Shane. I'll look at your art after this one. After Kazuo's art. Saw me doing an art every day is 138 since I've been learning art. Yeah, I got that. I just really meant that, like, if anybody remembered that challenge that was popular some years ago, it's still pretty good. Anyways, okay, so what can we do with the background? It's super simple thing. I don't know how much you know about like inking type of shading, whatever. But maybe you heard at some point that in inking, like in this kind of style of art, it's a very good practice to make things that are closer to us have more detail and have thicker line art than things that are on the back. I don't think I can find a good example right now, but what you could do to make sure the character stands out in the background. Actually, let me just try. First of all, what we could do, we could make a thicker line around the character where we feel like the character goes with the background a little too much. That will help the character stand out. First of all, like that's just an option, obviously. You don't have to if that's not something you would like, but oops, that can help with that. And especially if we have like very light patches like this with the exact same color, because it's just a color of paper basically. It can help you separate the character from the background, right? Like you can already see like this, and this, you can see that the character gets more separated from the background. The other thing, you put a lot of details into the background, like all these tiny lines. Like I understand that you're trying to show texture, I guess, and shading, even though I'm not entirely sure what texture is supposed to be, because those are like bricks, right? But here's the deal, you put a lot of texture here, for example, right? Maybe I should pick another girl. You put a lot of texture here. A lot of detail. But then you go here in this corner and it has the exact same amount of detail. Even though it's kind of far from us, right? So we should not be able to see all that detail. So what you could do in general, if you could put less details on the background, like highlights, great. Like shading highlights, great. These tiny details, maybe less of that. And especially in the places which are way further from us. And then your character will be separated from the background. And it will create a sense of perspective, and it's not gonna be a blurry background, right? You can't really make it blurry with inking, but like you would see the difference. And just overall, you can have way more detail on your character than on the background. So like you made your detailed character. Great, fantastic. And then you just can put way less of those texture strokes on the background. I was trying to use the detail to tell a sort of gradient for the values, since I'm not painting. I mean, here's the question, though, because you use the reference. Like, let's look at that spot, right? Like, you can really see that, like, darkness there, that gradient that you tried to do, but then look at the reference. Do you see it here? Like, this is the exact same spot. What do you see here? It's pretty much the same color. There's just like some bare minimum. Like, I believe if the background wouldn't be blurred, maybe you would see it better. But like, here, on this picture, there's nothing happening in that corner, because it's not important. this is not the focus of this picture, right? So like that corner is not important, so you shouldn't really put so much shading here either. That corner is not important. It's there, it's far. Like here, yeah, I can see like this darker shadows and all. But like also again, you put gradient here, right, to like showcase some shadow and art. But like when you look at this wall here, because it's blurred, it's pretty much all the same. Like there's not much color gradient happening really. So I feel like to make your character stand out, it would be reasonable to put like a bit less detail in the background. It is a very great inking work though. I had to say it, I forgot, but it is actually a very great work. It's very detailed, and like I can imagine it took a lot of time and effort to make it. It's pretty good. Like obviously you can improve anything, but it's like I can see that a lot of work and thought went into it, plus it's a study, which, you know, when you actually properly studying, when you're learning art, that's always great. It's always appreciated. I think the pure blacks also draws a lot of attention in the background. Yeah, that's also part of it. It kinda gets more attention. So like, what you can do, I guess, you can use hatching, but not like that. But you could try at least. It's not exactly the style, it's a bit different. I'm gonna show in like a later example what you could try. If you wanna like make something darker, you can... Where is it? Where is it? Is it too thin? I made it too thin. You could literally just, you know... Well, my head is not steady. I haven't practiced hatching for forever, but like you could just do that. This will act as shading with like a solid gray color, right? Like instead of putting gray color, you just put it there. And if you zoom out, you already can see, oh yeah, that's darker, that's lighter. That could be something you could practice, because you did this in shadows here, right? On the character's face. Although, in my opinion, you could have added a bit more shading to the face itself, because like you can see how much contrast we have in this area, right? That shows the shape, but you don't really have that shape here. So I would stretch that shading a bit further, just for the contrast. But you didn't ask about the character, so I'm not touching the character much. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Hashed lines for the shadows in the background. You could try that. It's a bit of a different style from what you did, but you could try it. That might actually look pretty nice. Oh, okay, Shane, no problem. We're still with casual. I wasn't using any inking reference, by the way. I was just going in it blind. Just use the photo reference. I mean, that's a valid way to do that. That's a valid way to do that. But yeah, it's great. It's great work. It really is great work. Plus, again, you looked at the reference. I hope looking at this reference gave you some idea of how things work. Like you studied and you actually learned something. Because at the end of the day, that's the goal of a study. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I hope it was also helpful for you. Okay. Let's delete layers. This layer as well. Bye. Yeah, you can see when you delete the layer with this thicker outline how much it changes. Thicker outline is the thing of preference though, but like you could still, like, at least in the shadows, in the shaded areas, you could add a bit of a thicker outline, you know? Just so like in the shadows you can see the separation better. But yeah, good work, keep up the good work. Very great stuff. Okay, Shane. Shane, it's your turn. It's the first time I use any IRL reference, but it taught me a lot. That's what you should be doing. IRL references are, you know, very useful, because if you use an existing artwork like as your reference, there is a chance that you're repeating that artist's mistakes, because nobody's perfect, you know, everybody makes mistakes. I make so many mistakes, so you shouldn't be using my art as reference. Like, you can use existing art as reference for like some actual drawing techniques like painting, whatever, but like for lighting and stuff, IRL references are the best. Critique the newest one first, please, or only the newest one I sent. Well, I can't critique more than one art, otherwise we're gonna be sitting here for forever. Oh wait, is that? Oh, I think I remember that picture. Didn't you show it to us at some point? Okay. We got some cool art. Well, I think you maybe showed it to me on Twitter, because I remember seeing that art. I definitely saw it. I think you actually showed it on Twitter. We even discussed who the character is, right? And then you were explaining to me where the character came from. They didn't redeem critique, but you just shared your art. That was the thing. BRB using Leonardo da Vinci as reference. You could. Honestly, Leonardo da Vinci, okay, Leonardo da Vinci stuff you could use as a reference, but it, like, again, it depends what you would what you want to take from that. Like, what, it's a reference of what? Reference of shading technique, of art technique, or because sure, Mona Lisa is pretty, but like, come on. Critique it nonetheless. I will critique it so hard, bro. You're gonna be crying. No, I'm joking. Don't you worry. I still remember it being a very cool art. I'm not sure if I saw a finished version of it or was it still work in progress, but I definitely saw this artwork. Also, man, this weapon, that's one hell of a weapon. What can I say? Okay. Let's look at it. I mean, okay, so what I wanna notice here, actually, first of all, I can see where the light source is, which is very good, because, you know, you can see light source comes from here. But what I think could be potentially improved is, like, see how much contrast you have in the hair, like this speck of light, and then how much more contrasting the more shadowed parts are. I think you could do that on the hoodie. The hoodie, is it a hoodie? I think it is a hoodie. On a hoodie as well. Evil she time, exactly. One can say that weapon is sacrilege. Wait, is it a reference to two-set violin? Is it by any chance a reference to two-set violin? Or maybe not, but violins are such sensitive instruments, so that violin sword must be tough as nails. True. So what I would do, again, as I said, let's see, let's pick the colors right here. Just take them and see. I mean, they have a decent amount of contrast, but based on how light this part of the hair is, I would imagine that this would go even lighter. What I would do, maybe I would put it to light, and I select some maybe soft light mode, not sure. Gotta look for overlay. What does overlay would do? Yeah, overlay actually could do good. You could use overlay and you could create more contrast between lights and shadows to showcase that, yeah, the light source is actually pretty strong. There's a lot of light coming. Probably needs to go the way. Probably will also catch a bit on that side as well, but just a bit. But yeah, that would improve it a lot, because then you can see that the light is not just floating right there near the hair, but it's like this big environment that creates a very strong light, and you would see a lot of that light on where the light is coming from. It is a 2-set reference. Hey, yeah, I see what kind of content you consume on YouTube. Okay, respect to you for that. Everything that features the violin goes straight to that fandom. True. True. I agree with that. It is not. Wait, it is not. It is not in terms of what? What was that? Sorry, I missed the chat. I'm too focused. I missed the chat. But but yeah, based on what I see, I feel like I see the difference, right? Like I can see that you put light here, but if you make it stronger, it ties the picture together. It basically ties the picture together. Also, I would like even prolong it here a bit. Like I don't see why it wouldn't go down there a bit. What do we have here? I was kind of scared of doing that. That's why you do it on a separate layer, right? And then you just, like, you know how I sometimes do with this kind of things, like light, whatever? You do it on a separate layer and then you kind of switch it on and off and you see which one you like better. Because it's digital art anyways, bro. You might as well delete it when you don't need it. It's fine. So I was trying to do one layer per element. It's what you could do, right? You did all of that, right? One layer per element. You can put everything in the folder, right? Like you make a folder where everything goes, and then you make this layer and you attach it to the folder. You create a clipping mask to the entire folder. And then you can go and add lights to the entire art, because like they're in the same environment, so you might as well use the same color for all the lights, and you just go and add lights through that. Hi Baka! Hello! How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're doing some art critiquing here. We're being a she teacher. So yeah, could do that. Like all the base colors together, then shading on separate, and then light separate. I mean, it's a valid way to do that, but you might as well add some extra layers for like very hard light. So you did all your lights and shadows, and then you're like, okay, we need more contrast. So you make another layer where you add those hard shadows. Good, good. Where boobs? I mean, I have a bit of boobs here, but it's a chibi, so there's not much boobs happening. Sorry Baka, this is not the kind of channel where we have boobs. My apologies, my lady. Okay, so but yeah, other than that, it's pretty good. I don't know, maybe more contrast in the inside shadows. Again, we have the shadows here. I don't know, like, because I like contrast, because contrast looks good and attractive and whatever. You could make them darker. No, you could make them darker. Again, to like kind of highlight how strong the light source is. You can put more shading in here and nobody gonna get upset. It's just gonna make it better, see? Whoop, 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 whoop. That clearly creates a bit more, you know, 3D volume effect. I love you too, Baka! Been doing well. Been doing well, but I've been very busy. Man, Baka, you have no idea. I was talking about it a lot recently this month. I got so weak physically, like I am completely falling apart. So I started exercising in the morning and trying to eat more properly. Because holy moly guacamole, going upstairs gives me you know, very sped up heart rate. Which is not normal. It's not normal. So I'm trying to, you know, get buff again. Yay. Hi Harbinger. Hello. Welcome. How are you doing? How are you? Okay. Next. This one. I have questions to this one. Where's the light source? Where's the light source? tell me where's the light source. I don't see the light source because well, again, they're in the same environment, right? So the light would probably either come where is it? New layer. Either come from there or like this, right? Like I don't know. Like maybe the light source is here, so it comes like this, and then it comes here like this. Probably. So in that case, it would go here. What am I seeing here? I see that there's shadow here, right? There's a shadow here and light here, which is great. Why is there shadow here and the light on the bottom of the hand? We ran out of light source. Oh no! Oh no! Not the light source! The skin is very pale, to be honest. Yes, but it's not a reason to not have a shadow. Have you seen how shadows look on pale skins? Actually, for this thing, you can analyze potentially some other artist drawings. Like, okay, the skin can be pale, but still, like I can see that the shadow's here and the light is here. If you want to have some light that comes underneath as well, like you're feeling fancy. Let me try. Let me show you what you can do. Okay, first of all, we'll take that. It needs to be darker. Don't be afraid to make it darker. Like, it's a shadow. It's not the color of the skin. It's a shadow. You can make it darker. Okay, we put this, right? Like, we get the shadow. Maybe even, like, I don't know, the entire hand just goes into the shadow like that. And we can do that, we can add some shadows here and there. This is a very harsh shadow because like we have a very harsh light source. Probably you should do it more carefully than I did, but that's like, that's kind of pretty much how I would do that, right? So then you can already see, oh wow, there's a light source. So you have your light color that I picked, which is goes right there. And then what you can do, you take a brush, maybe like even a softer brush, and you put ambient occlusion. What would be ambient occlusion there? Well, it's very artistically good to put ambient occlusion in like a blue color. However, what is ambient occlusion? Ambient occlusion is light that gets reflected from like surrounding objects and whatever. And I don't see anything blue that would be close to your character's hand in here, so I would assume that's also gonna be a bit of like yellowish, not as strong as the light source. However, you could add it here like this, maybe even lighter. Add it here like this is like, you know, this kind of ambient occlusion situation, just a tiny bit. And look at the difference. Look at the difference. Sore and tired, but reviving. Why are you sore and tired? Have you been working out? Hi, Aura! Hello, how are you? Yes, to be honest, because the objects in the third art are spread out. Yeah. So what you could do again, like if you want to have like this little the things, you can also put light on them. Yeah, that's very badly done, but I feel like that would give you that strong light source that you wanted to have. We can even go even further. We can have a multiply layer with some blue color, and we can just go in there. Just go in there. Again, you can make those layers like with some harsh shading. You can make them with softer shading. That really depends on your art style, but And then we go here, we put maybe overlay, maybe I would do overlay. And then we get those lights going, we get those harsh lights, those highlights. And then you can see, oh wow, the light source. Wait, let me try to put them in the same folder so I can show you. Yeah, that as well, right? So here's the difference. It looks a bit more dramatic, especially considering like the perspective that you're trying to achieve here. Like if you have it like that, right? It's just, I mean, it's just a drawing. There's some background. Here, you're like, okay, this character is in the environment. They're extending their hand kind of towards the light source because the light source is up there. So yeah, could do that. Thank you for squats redeem. What did someone say working? Okay, let me do squats. When we will exchange art? I had nothing to do, to be honest. Could you DM me on Discord about that, please? Could you send me a DM so like after stream I can, you know, just get to you? Okay, let's do squats real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good workout. Do you think beginners should stay away from layer blend modes until they have a better understanding of lighting, like the stuff you mentioned? I don't think it really makes a difference, to be honest. Like, use your goddamn blend modes. I feel like, though, again, you do need to understand how lights and shadows work, how colors work specifically, not even lights and shadows. You need to understand how colors work in order to use blend modes efficiently, but I feel like you also gotta learn those two things simultaneously. Alright, like you gotta experiment with this and that. Like I think it's just wrong to say, oh, well, while you're learning you shouldn't be doing, like, you shouldn't be using that art method at all. No, but like try using do that, like why not? I think it's fine. Again, like if it comes to learning, as long as you're learning properly, you can learn everything. Also, what I just thought about actually for the reflection, you know what you could do? Because that's skin, right? Is it doing? Oh no, it's overlay. It's overlay. Yeah, this is the layer we need. What you could do, you could instead have some more pink situation because have you heard about oh man, I forgot the term, but basically, you know, when you put a very strong light source to your hand, you can see the light shining through your hand, but it kind of gets a little red because you have blood in there and like all that tissue. Like yeah, you could do that here as well. Like you can add a little bit of red. What is that thing called? I forgot the English was called. Let me remember. Subsurface scattering. Hell yeah. Subsurface scattering. That's called subsurface scattering. That's what you could look into. With like specifically such you know, strong shadows and strong light source. Welcome back! You took your time with those dailies, hey! Food made and eaten. Good stuff. What did you eat though? What did you eat? Also, Fito wanted me to let you know about his new expanded lore. Oh? Oh? What did we get? Oh, Yaruki is meowing at me. What's up, Yaruki? You hungry? What's up? Okay, well, we looked at this too. I can also actually, let me put that here as well. so we can see all together the difference. What about this one? I mean, good thing with this blurring, blurring the foreground. But I feel like with this, the lower panel, what you might want to work with, and this is advanced stuff, this is complicated stuff that needs studying. You might want to work with the composition here. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, like right away, how to fix it. Right? Like I could try, because it's composition is, oh my god, composition. But like one first important thing, maybe you probably know that about composition, but I'm still gonna tell you anyway, just to refresh the memory. If I can do it properly though, holy moly. So when it comes to composition, here's the deal. When a person looks at the artwork, their eyes are focusing on these spots. That's why this frame works well, because your hand, your character's hand, is right there where it needs to be. Plus you have also head, but like first thing you see is hand, and that's kind of like important part of the storytelling in this artwork. Right? And then we'll look at the face and whatever, but first thing we'll look at is hand. That's also why you might want to work on the shading of the hand to make sure that, yeah, we're looking at the pose of the character. Here, I feel like you moved both characters a little too close to the edges, because we have this giant space in the middle. On the one hand, I understand that it's also part of the storytelling to have that space between them, to have that air, but like it's still not working because of how crashed the characters are into edges. Plus, yeah, this blurred foreground kind of helps you focus on the characters, but I feel like it's not doing what you would intend it to do. Like it just kind of, like this kind of sticks out as a sore thumb in the middle between the characters, and it just makes it a bit annoying. I think what you might want to do, you might want to remove that from here. Keep some pieces here and there, like, yeah, like there in the edges. You can have like a small piece here, you can have bigger piece here that covers like a bit of like a back leg, but this space between the characters, if you're using this space for storytelling, if you're showing that, yes, look, there's space, and this can be part of the storytelling, you might want to not crowd that space with this foreground piece that really does nothing. Like I know you want to show ruins, but like show them on the sides and put some in the background as well. Put some in the background so kind of they surround the characters, but when camera looks at this frame, we have like this free space for the camera to look at. But yeah, composition is goddamn hard. I struggle with composition every time I make an artwork. Composition is a struggle bus, and you gotta look into resources for that, because this is hard. Yaruki needs attention. I made a quesadilla with cheddar, pepper jack, and turkey. That's good stuff. So what's the first time I tried this type of thing, honestly? Any opinions are welcome. Well, yeah, that's my rough opinion. Like, what would I do? Maybe, yeah, move the characters a bit. Like, if you need to make them smaller when you move to make sure there's enough space around them, enough air, like, you could do that. Because, again, this is not just an artwork, right? Like, this is a bit of like a comic situation. This is storytelling, so yeah, for storytelling purposes, we probably do need to keep that space between them. like their white space, but we need to also make sure that they, at least some pieces of them, go somewhere closer to that spot and we can see better what's going on. Okay, let's remove that. I didn't touch. Also, you can make like harsh lighting on the characters, but that's not necessary. Like how here you see like the shadow edge is a bit harder and it looks interesting. You could do that with lighting on the characters as well, but that's a side note. But yeah, here's what we did. A bit of editing. I think the hand would be a really good idea to put more shadows on the hand, and again, check the light source. Make sure the light comes from where it should be. You don't just have like shadow here. And again, this would make more storytelling dramatic effect. Because we're also looking at the character kind of from like a bottom angle, so that would be good stuff. So I hope that was helpful, at least a little bit. It is a very great art, because I mean it's an entire like well, it's a bit of like a comic, and which is still a lot of work and effort to tell a short story with just, you know, 3 panels. It is a great work. It's great work, and you're pretty good with like, you know, choosing colors. Just a bit more with the shading, you know, like don't be afraid to shade, because you're doing digital art, so if you don't like your shading you can just delete it and start over, which is perfectly fine. So yeah, good luck with more arts. Shay, do you remember what expressions you had for me for the new model, asking so I know how much I got to remove the stickers from my numpad? I remember there was eye bags, and I think there was a crying expression. I don't remember what else we had. I'll need to look into that. Okay, so the new lore. Vito's egg checks are always 0 because he's an egg bound. He lays them and gets them out instead of keeping them in. It's healthier that way. I'm glad we got him off being egg bound that one time. We almost had to bring him to the femboy doctor if we couldn't massage it out. Jesus Christ. That stuff gets more and more detailed each day. Oh god, I hope Vito is fine with all that stuff. To be fair, I think one day Vito was very distressed by egg jokes. Like, I'm saying it kind of as like a bit of a gossip, but like I'm surprised he still kept the jokes going and whatever. But I guess he's fine about that now. Solution, add more space on the edges. Well, yeah, I would also say that add more space on the edges in that artwork, but the problem with that is that the panels need to stay the same size as the previous panels, you know? So it's a bit complicated when you need to fit the panels into specific size, but yeah, could also be the thing. He's got more femboy and egg commands and sound alerts than anyone I know. Yeah, I mean, here's the deal with that egg joke. Egg joke makes it fun for people, right? Because everybody enjoys it. And like, I know that he's fine, at least he told me that, but like, there was just that one time I remember. Like, we didn't discuss much, but don't know, I kinda got scared that maybe he'll completely abandon the joke. But anyways, so whatever, that's not the point. We need to put base colors on this character. I also have to be somewhere here today, so I probably should finish soon. So I have time to prepare my old as grandma. I'm having a social situation going on today. You proud of me, people? I'm gonna be going out with people and talking to people potentially. Also, my keyboard is again in Russian mode. I don't know why. It's hard to think he's not okay with it. Yep, it is. But Yet again, okay. A bit of a serious topic here, right? Like we don't do that here, but let's just kind of mention it. Like, as much as VTubing is a hobby, the parts of the VTubing that made it hobby is not just going live, but actually doing it, you know, properly. Like, it's a hobby, but the hobby part of it can be also doing it as a job, like actually putting effort and making sure people are entertained and attracted. That's kind of how I do it. Like, I do it as a hobby. It's not my, you know, like, I don't earn much money from it. However, part of what makes it an interesting hobby for me is the fact that I can, like, put effort into making it properly, like promoting stuff, organizing events, or whatever. So you also gotta think about, like, what makes people stay on your channel and what makes people watch it, and sometimes you might, like, if you're not careful enough, you might sacrifice what, like, your comfortableness, I guess, in exchange for people watching you. It can happen. It's not always, I'm not saying that that's the case anywhere I know so far, but it can happen, so you still gotta, you know, pay attention to people. Welcome home, Namia! Welcome home, how are you doing? Hi. You mentioned that a certain Shimoza has reopened comms. Well, technically I did, but I also have a wait list that I'm gonna be going through first with those commissions. But yes, I almost finished Fujiwara's model, only a tiny bit left. I'll probably finish it on weekends anyways. So you know. Tired. A good boy's here, true. Both good boys are here. Because both Namiya and Yaruki are very, very good boys. What can I say? Naa. What do you mean, naa? Both good boys. Both good boys. Okay. As far as I understand, like, I can barely see it, but I think this character also has like a this kind of situation around the eyes, which I think is pretty cute. Okay. Got home, currently unpacking the dirty clothes and taking a shower soon. Good stuff. Showering is good. I remember I saw a post on Twitter at some point. Somebody asked, like, what do you think VTubers should do more of? Well, it was just kind of like, actually, just like a genuine question, but I was feeling very funny and quirky, so I answered taking a shower. I felt so funny in the moment, even though, like, it wasn't funny. I was like, that's the funniest shit I ever said. Yeah. But no, I feel like if you're a VTuber, like, if you actually do VTubing as a career, right? Like, if you're not one of the people who, like, works, has family, whatever, like, I feel like you would be more inclined to be lazy about personal hygiene because, you know, we just kind of exist there. Which I can understand, but also... What is your desired place to talk about commissions? Discord sounds really good. Yeah, you can DM me there. VGen, by the way, VGen, if you commission me through VGen also now has DMs system, but the problem is that, like, yeah, but I still would use Discord, you know? So VGen has DMs though, so that's useful. Now you don't have to look for a person's social media to actually ask them a question. So yeah. It is funny. Exactly. I am very funny. Look at me. I'm the comedian. Why else would you be watching me? I'm just like the true comedian here. Why is it so dark? It doesn't look so dark. Oh, right, because I'm stupid. That's why. Because I said dress, but instead of coloring dress, I went in for ribbon, which is completely different color. Wow, look at me go. I am a professional artist. What can I say? I'm so good at working with clients and making commissions. Oof. We should be finishing in like 10 minutes or something, otherwise I will not have enough time to get ready properly. I wasn't planning to have a longer stream, but again, we had art critiques and we had this and we had that, and honestly, the past couple of streams have been so good. Like, every stream is cool, but I'm very happy to see a lot of new faces here, because that just means we have more conversation topics, you know, because I'm bad at coming up with conversation topics, but when people come here, they have things to discuss. So, you know. 4-hour stream isn't really short, I'd say. Was it already 4 hours? Oh, it was almost. Yeah, I usually stream for 2 hours. And, like, that's coming from me. Do you remember, guys, how after last stream, my throat was not feeling well? Well, it was hurting the entire evening after I finished the stream, so I think I talked too much last stream. So I really need to try to not overdo it today, because I don't want to have a sore throat again. Long Shi stream. I mean, I think my longest was like 8 hours of Genshin. My longest are always Genshin streams, what can I say? Meanwhile, me with a 7-hour stream yesterday. Bro, when you stream Yakuza, you are insane. You just go for it. Holy moly, I could never. Yeah, I'll end in an hour, streams for 2 more hours. Yeah, that's me. That's me. That's you, and that's me sometimes when it's Genshin specifically. You yap, we yap, everyone yaps. I love yapping. Like, here's the deal. Again, here's the deal. I am an introvert, right? So for me, social gatherings are complicated. Like, talking is complicated. I always get very anxious about keeping the conversation going. Like, am I saying enough? Am I saying right thing? Is people entertained? But I still absolutely love to just talk about stuff. Like, if I'm in like a company where I'm confident, I know all the people, I know what we usually talk about, what we can talk about, I know them, right? I can just go at it for hours. I can just non-stop. Like, when I get together on Discord with one of my Russian besties, we just go for it. We just go for it. This is non-stop. We just talk all the gossip, everything that happened, all the people from her life, all the people from my life, anything. It just keeps coming, and I don't stop coming, and I don't stop coming, basically. So yeah, I do like to talk. I love talking. I love talking. I'm just very anxious, and I like to also overthink, you know. I'm gonna back out of commenting. I'm also an introvert. Well, a fellow introvert. I think in my family, the only extrovert person is my mother, and I'm super grateful for her being an extrovert, because every time my family went to like a restaurant or whatever, like some kind of place that requires communicating with some, you know, customer service, my mom was there to do that. You know, meeting the delivery guy, you know, talking to the cashier. Yeah, good thing we have my mother to take care of that, because neither me nor my father can take a phone call, even if we were at gunpoint. But oh well. Oh, you're still here, Keter. Why are you not sleeping? You're not sleeping. Gotta sleep. Okay, let's finish this color. And then we gonna be... Oh, actually, do we even have... Okay, we need to finish the ribbon and then I'm gonna be wrapping up because I do need to be somewhere today. And I hope it's gonna be a good social gathering because it's been a while since I talked to pretty much anyone apart from my landlord. Which, honestly, I don't really like talking to him, but sometimes you go to the kitchen and he's there, so you don't really have a choice. You have to have a conversation, the very, you know, basic conversation about like, oh, how are you doing? I'm doing good! God, I hate those conversations. Absolutely useless. Waiting for the raid. I stayed up late to watch Justice League. Good 4 hours movie. Huh. Good stuff. Okay, we need to finish base colors for this, but I'll probably finish them tomorrow with Fujiwara's model. So we did good though. We did the sketch. We started the base colors, so good progress. Not the most productive stream. I would say for 4 hours this is not enough, but it's good. I'm finishing right now, by the way. If you'd like to stay for the raid, like I'm literally just finishing now anyways. So that was me yesterday. I had an outing for the first time in like a month and it felt strange. I work from home and I'm not sociable, so really rarely see people. No, but for real, that's the same stuff. Same stuff. Okay, time to wrap up the stream for today, and also let me see how we can raid. Oh, Vito is streaming, huh? But like we need to check. And June is also streaming. A lot of people are streaming. Let's see, Vito has been streaming for quite some time, wasn't he?
You're a great artist.
6.5 hours. Yeah, speaking of long streams. Thank you, Wes! Thank you! And thank you, Arkababarka. Okay, let's raid Vito while Vito is still streaming, while we still have a chance to do that. Because I don't know what he's ending, but it's been 6.5 hours and it's been a while since we raided Vito, so we're going right there. I'm sending you to the channel of my life to the VTuber child. Yeah. We're gonna have a lore accurate raid. What is lore accurate raid? Yeah, sorry Fox, it's a bit late. However, we're raiding Vito. Okay, start raid. He's not raiding soon, I don't think. Yeah, well, I hope so. Let me give you a raid message. Oh! Glabage, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome. Sorry we're finishing already, but thank you for the follow. Okay, here's your raid message. Is it gonna load in my goddamn OBS? Come on, let me copy my own message. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget raid message. Thank you everybody for coming to my stream. I really enjoy our recent art streams because yapping is the thing I like to do. Our next stream is gonna be, I do not know when. I'll make a schedule and I post it on Twitter, Discord as usual, so you can check the schedule to learn when I stream. Don't forget about my Maid Cafe stream. I'm still preparing for that and I am very nervous but also very excited, so I hope you are excited as well. You know, mark your calendars. But for now, love you all and see you next time. Bye bye.